Hello there, everyone, and welcome to What's Your Genesis? The very first episode of What's Your Genesis? My brand new talk show. I've basically been already doing this for a couple weeks now, if not months, but I finally am calling it a talk show rather than an interview. And I am good. As you can see here, I have a custom stage now. I'll be showing off the main thing in just a sec. I will say, I just started the stream off by accident over on Twitch, so I was accidentally streaming on Twitch rather than YouTube. So, scuff hours are real right now, but welcome everyone. And I also want you to say welcome to my first guest on my first guest on the show, Miss Daara. Why don't you say hello to everyone?
Hello, thank you for having me.
Very much glad to have you. Very much so. God, chat saw that I went live on Twitch by accident. Yeah, that was my bad.
Times.
It happens, you know. Scuff hours are real sometimes, and that do be today, I guess. But yeah, how are you? Hope you're doing good.
I'm good. I'm excited to hang out with you and excited to meet your chat.
Yes, I'm excited to get to know you better, and I'm also, I'm hoping my chat will be on their best behavior. They typically are.
Hello, chat.
And yeah, someone in chat said hello. They said hi to you. Their name is Buck Stoops.
Hello. Nice to meet you all.
Yes. And but yeah, so why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself?
So my name is Miss Daara. You can just call me Daara, or you can call me Mistress or Your Majesty. I take all of them. I am I guess was, but I still think I am, a queen of a territory between the territories of hell between wrath and lust.
Wrath and lust. Very interesting to be bordered between the two. Does that mean you're a very lustful, angry person?
It means I am a very wrathful person with some sussy undertones.
Some sussy undertones. I love it. You know that. Hey, you know what? That's fair. If anything, I'd probably be like, let's see. I'm trying to remember what the 9 circles of hell is. Sloth one of them?
Yes.
I bet I'd
That's
be.
very sticky.
Yeah, I bet that I'd be somewhere between sloth and lust somehow.
Yeah. That's the queen of sloth is very slow.
Oh boy, the very slow person. You know what's funny? I think that people. I remember I saw a YouTube video saying that sloths have gotten a really bad rap when it's really koalas should be the one we make fun of.
Oh, koalas are awful. Koalas are very smooth-brained.
They're very. I mean, they literally eat the most toxic plant in the world, and the only reason they can do that is because they have to eat their mother's poop when they're young.
Exactly. Also, their teeth just continue to grow, and there's nothing in their diet that can wear them down, so they literally just live until they eventually starve to death.
Oh my God, Jesus.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, so it's like sloths, you know, they shouldn't be the ones getting the bad rap. If anything, you know, they're a lot smarter in what they try to live off of, you know. They use very little energy. But you look at koalas, I feel like they're the ones that should be the end of the joke.
They got the short stick.
They definitely did. The sloths got the short stick. But yes, no. So, in terms of being an old ruler of hell, how long were you ruling, or like, you know, a queen of hell?
Let's see. I think it was somewhere around 6,000 years.
Oh, really? 6,000 years.
I inherited it from my mother.
Inherited from your mother. Gotcha.
Mm-hmm.
And yes, chat is commenting on my background. Yes, I have an actual studio now. And I like to think it looks pretty nice. I'm pretty happy with it. I'm still not sure if I'm going to keep the table or not, because this is, without it, although now Daara looks like she's floating, but, you know, it's, we'll put the table back, but, you know, I just feel like I'm going to need a table there because, to cover up people's legs and stuff, since, I feel like it's not going to be easy to have people put there and not look like they're floating.
Yeah, I don't have a sitting model. Sorry.
Yeah, no, I don't think many people have sitting models. It's not really something you prioritize when you become a VTuber.
Mm-hmm.
But yes, no. Oh man, I actually remember. I think I ended up finding you, like discovering you through interacting with Vesper, my bud Vesper on Twitter.
Love
Um,
Vesper.
Vesper's a good guy. He's a really cool guy. Probably would prefer for not so much for me, but I bet he'd prefer it if a lot of women would call him good boy.
I mean, I have a good boy routine.
Oh, do you?
Yeah.
Probably would use that a lot. I bet. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'll stop. I'll stop. I love Esper. Sometimes though, I like to be a bully to my friends. Also, maybe a little
Oh.
gaslighting here and there.
Oh, I mean, any healthy friendship.
Any healthy friendship has gaslighting and bullying. As long as it's not, too bad. As long as it's not too aggressive.
Oh yeah, I'm mean to my friends, but with love.
Then mean with it. We mean, but with love. It's such a funny way to refer to it.
Affectionately aggressive.
Yes, very much so. Also, let me just make sure how the stream looks real quick. I want to double check something. Oh yeah, it looks fine. They're just telling me my bitrate's too low, but I've discovered that as long as I'm not actually playing a game that is like 3D, I can stream at 1440p just fine.
Yeah, your stream looks fine on my end.
Yes, although you just got pixelated again for some reason.
Uh-oh, I can't change that, I'm sorry.
I don't know why it's happening, but, Daara is just becoming a dial-up phone, I guess. A dial-up demon queen.
Listen, it's very difficult to reach down to Earth.
Oh, man. Wait, is hell not below the Earth?
Hell is in a pocket dimension.
Ah, gotcha. For raking my chat set, calling him his rival because he's a I think he said he's a demon king in the running or a wannabe demon king. I don't know which it
I
is.
mean, you can still be a demon queen, demon king. I mean, you're just in a different territory.
Yeah, that's fair. Is this like Hasbin Hotel rules? Like, is it like kind of how they run hell?
Sort of, but I think their map is actually vertical.
Huh.
Ours is not.
Oh, gotcha. That's fair.
So there's the typical rings of hell, but in our map, it's territories.
Okay, that makes more sense. So they're not so much stacked on top of each other.
Yeah, they're more developed like just countries who are very close to each other.
Ah, that makes sense. Huh. Well, I'm curious about what got you into VTubing.
So, many years ago, I was a IRL streamer for quite some time, and I liked the process of streaming. I enjoyed streaming itself, but I don't like people looking at me is the thing. And I didn't want to stream without face cam because I personally, for my taste, I didn't just want to be a voice on a screen, you know? And so
Yeah.
I quit streaming for quite a long time, and then I discovered VTubers, which is funny because I discovered them previously and I didn't have a whole lot of an interest in them. I don't know why. I love anime girls.
Who doesn't?
But so I ignored them for a while, and then like months later, I was like, you know what, let's try it. And I downloaded Vroid. My first model ever was in a Vroid. And I made my first model, and I started streaming, and I streamed for a couple of months before I went on a hiatus because I got kind of sick. And then I just recently came back.
Gotcha. That makes sense. Man. So what year did you start streaming in general, and then what year did you transition to VTuber, did you say?
I think the year I first started streaming was somewhere between 2019 and 2020, I think.
Ah, gotcha.
When I was an IRL streamer. And then I didn't start VTubing until I want to say 2022, I think.
Around the same time I did then, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, I for the longest time I haven't shown my face, and then I became an IRL streamer for like half a year. I mean, I still show my face here and there because my model is modeled after how I look IRL. I wanted to
Mhm.
kind of just portray myself, but as an anime guy.
Yeah.
And I kind of like it. I like the theme I've got going on with myself. I don't know. I've always wanted to kind of just be myself, and
Mhm.
I feel like growing up, a lot of time I had to put on a mask, kind of pretend to be someone I wasn't.
Yes, I understand that.
So I don't know. I don't know. Going into VTuber, like I have ideas for if I ever do a model rebrand, but right now I'm happy with what I got.
Absolutely. And especially since you're so happy looking how you do in real life. I don't have anything against how I look in real life, honestly. But also, I want to
Yeah.
go as against like Ham and throw a ball at a wall and see what sticks.
Yeah, yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. I'm definitely trying to do the same right now. It's why I've been doing a wide variety of different content. The talk show though is trying to stick around. Like I like sitting down and talking with people just for a few hours or more. Just like it's just very nice sitting here and being able to talk to people.
Oh, yeah. It's super nice. And you make a lot of friends that way.
Yep, a lot of good friends, and it's nice because lets me connect with people in a way that doesn't involve constantly texting them. Which I gotta be honest, I don't like I don't like getting to know people through text. I only like
Hmm.
texting people once I'm comfortable with talking to them. Because I don't know, I feel like when you don't know somebody, texting can lead to a lot of misinterpretations of words and phrasing. Having a late message or not having someone respond to you right away might put a bad idea in your head. Whereas just sitting down and talking with someone completely gets rid of those problems, I feel like.
Oh, yeah, because you learn what their tone is.
Exactly. Exactly. Very much so.
See, I just don't text or DM anyone because I forget that they've DM'd me and so I never respond.
Oh, God. I get that. I totally get that. I totally get that. Like I've had friends probably reach out to me that I completely forgot to message back. A lot of time I will say, the best way, like unless I know someone really well, like if someone just sends me like a meme, I don't typically react to it. But if it's like someone I do know well, I will react. It's like I need a message with that meme from people I don't know very well.
Hmm.
Like even if it's as simple as check out this meme, because otherwise it's just like I don't know. It feels like I'm being sent stuff from people, and they just I don't know. I don't know. It's just like part of me is a bit more hesitant to react, I guess.
Well, also, it depends on like what is their sense of humor compared to your sense of humor.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Very much so. I also get very annoyed by the messages that are just like hi or hello or like can like or like like those ones are just from people who aren't very social or are just bots or scammers. Or you get
Yes, I
like,
hate them.
can I take a moment of your time? It's like, come on, say more than that. Give me something more. The one message I once got from somebody that got like, I don't know what vibes they were going for, but dear God, did it give me a really bad vibe because they said, "Hey, listen, we need to talk," and it was from someone I'd never talked to before. Is their first Twitter DM from me, and it was in the you know how you have to go to show sensitive content. It's like DMs
Yeah.
that you're not actually receiving. It's like Twitter's like, hey, you don't know these people. Like it's like I believe there's three tiers to messages. There's messages from people you know, and just normal message. Then you have message requests, and then you have hidden message requests.
Oh my,
And
yes.
hidden message requests are the ones that are like Twitter just thinks are either scammers or are kind of aggressive messages filled with hate or something. And it was in
Yes.
there. And it came to find out the person who messaged me is somebody who recently came out, and it was discovered that he literally outed himself and said, "Yeah, I'm sorry, I'm a stalker, and I'm a harasser."
What?
Yeah, he's been stalking and harassing VTubers. I'm not gonna say their name on stream, but uh, it very much worried me that
Yeah.
they,
Yeah.
yeah, no, uh, very very kind of scary that it found that out about that person, but I don't know. Man, and it was around the time I was still doing news content. I mean,
Hmm.
I might go back to it. The only thing is the reason I've been avoiding news content. For one, writing scripts can be a bit time consuming, so there's that. But I think the
Yeah.
main thing, it causes a lot of stress because it's like a lot of people think that you're just making news to what's their like get clout. They're like
Hmm.
you're using tragedy, or you're using somebody's apology, or you're using somebody's negativity as a way to get yourself noticed. And it's like I'm just trying to report on something I found interesting.
I'm just
I
trying
don't
to give
know.
you information, man.
And so it's like I don't know if I'm cut out for reporting, to be honest. I definitely think I'm better for talk shows. I think that's definitely something that's more my strength.
Oh yeah, I've heard of a lot of people having a lot of fun with that because you meet so many interesting people. You get to hear a bunch of lore videos, I mean lore stories, and it's. I feel like it's a good
Oh
time.
yeah. And the reason I've titled my show "What's Your Genesis?" For one, it's not just because my name is Active Genesis. I mean, the reason
Hmm.
I chose my name Active Genesis is because Genesis means creating something or origin. So
Hmm.
actively creating something new is the meaning behind my name. Whereas "What's Your Genesis?" means what's your origin, basically. Like,
Hmm.
tell me about yourself is what the whole idea of the title is.
I love that.
Yeah. So, and a lot of people just like they like. It's funny. I've had so many nicknames. People have called me Active. They've called me Jen. They've called me Genesis. Some people call me Jenny. I can think of one in particular who likes calling me Jenny. And I think if
I love
anything, he
that.
might be the only person who calls me that. But you know
I mean, I
what?
can call you that if you want me to.
That's totally up to you. What do you want to refer to me? I think it's funny. It's my Norwegian friend who's also my video editor. So.
Mm.
Yeah, I think it's funny. Like it's a very unique nickname from him.
Yeah.
Oh my god, ban too many emotes. Yeah, Ruby, you come in here and just have emotes. Just somebody came in my chat, just put a bunch of emotes. A friend of mine.
Sometimes you just gotta communicate in emotes. You gotta show your emotions.
Yeah. Hey, speaking of emotes and showing, using to show emotions, are you the kind of person who, based on who you're talking to at the time, you start using emotes you've never used before?
Um,
Because,
sometimes. I
because
think it depends.
Because I've noticed, like, if I'm talking to somebody and they're using an emote very frequently, I tend to start using that emote in response to them, and it becomes an emote that, despite I don't ever use it for anyone else, I use it for that person. Like,
I'm just not much of an emote user in general. I think I only have like four in my roster that I use.
I use a lot of emotes. I don't know. I try to use them to kind of spice up my messages, I guess.
Yeah, I'll use like the laughing face whenever I'm trying to convey that, hey, this is something that's funny and not serious.
Yeah, yeah. I need to make sure. I need to remember what button I have set for whatever. I don't remember what button I have set for Discord mute, so I won't be muting on this stream.
Oh,
It's like sometimes I can remember, but other times I don't. And if I'm not careful, I might end up. I don't remember if I have like starting and ending stream hooked to a hotkey, so I hope I don't.
oh, I hope you don't either. I don't think I have any of those like major hotkeys.
Yeah, I think I really need to make sure I don't. The big thing I need to do is I need to take more advantage of my stream deck. Honestly, I need to start setting up more of my my scenes and all that on my stream deck, so I can use that to press buttons and change stuff.
I need to buy a Stream Deck.
They're nice. They're nice. I just don't use it.
Oh man, I just haven't bought one because I'm like, I'm good with what I have right now. But then as I'm like growing and like getting more scenes and getting more assets and getting more things, I'm like, this is a lot for my keyboard to handle.
But I know you're a demon queen, but has anyone ever compared your model's design to Boo Set?
To who?
Like do you know of Bowsette? Like the meme about Bowser becoming a woman?
No.
You don't know about Bowser? Oh wow, Bowsette was big like a year or two ago. Basically,
Oh.
Nintendo announced this thing where Toadette, which is like Toad's female counterpart,
Uh-huh.
when they put on one of Peach's crown, they look like Peach, and so people made a meme
Oh.
about Bowser putting on the crown. This isn't canon at all, but Bowser putting on the crown and becoming a woman. And then that blew up as a major meme of Bowser being a woman. They also did that for King Boo though, and King Boo had a female form basically called Bowsette.
Oh, I love that. I haven't been compared to that, but I wouldn't mind it.
It's a
Or
very
booze.
interesting one. Boo's I love like the first Luigi's Mansion is a game that I loved so much on the GameCube. It was so fun.
See, I've only ever played one Mario game in my life, so that's probably why I haven't heard of it because I'm not active in the Mario sphere.
Well, it's not so much as it's honestly big for VTubers, and not really big for VTubers, just in general, just a big meme going around the whole internet. Like every YouTuber was talking about
Mm.
it. I think Jacksepticeye might have even made a video on it at one point. I don't know.
Oh wow, I was out of touch. My goodness.
It's major. Honestly, it's like as major as the "You Gone and Knuckles" meme from VR chat, or
I
the
don't know that either.
oh my god, that meme was big, like 2018, I think 2017. It's an old
Oh,
meme.
I wasn't online.
Oh, gotcha. It's this whole thing where like Knuckles has this really derpy VR chat model, and people are going around and like with a really bad accent going, and it's like, are you my queen? And
Oh
I
my
spit on you,
gosh.
and then they'd
Oh my
cluck, and they'd like,
gosh.
it was a very weird. There's a lot of funny memes like that. Oh my god.
Yeah, I
Wow.
think back then the only social media I was on was Tumblr, and
Do you know the way?
my specific dashboard was not like memey, it was very fandomy.
That's fair. Honestly have only over the past like 3 years I've gotten way more into memes. I've been really out
Hmm.
of it for the longest time, and I still think some memes to this day are still super cringy. Like I know some people loved it. I hate the Big Chungus meme, which I don't know
Big
if you know
Chungus.
that. Okay, so you do. I personally I despise. I don't know anything about it other than the fact it's a fat Bugs Bunny. That's why I
Yeah.
just despise it. Also,
Yes.
I'm curious about why Just Galaxy in my chat came in and said, "Wow." Is it because of my background? Maybe
I I think he was responding to me not knowing memes.
that could also be the case. Either they're surprised with the background, or they're surprised that you did not know the Bowsette meme.
Oh man, I am very meme illiterate typically because I don't respond to a lot of them because I don't get a lot of them.
Ah, that's fair. That's fair. You got to It's like the big thing about memes is you got to get once you get friends, you got to find friends who share your meme interest and share humor and can send you the right kind of memes that you'd enjoy.
Yes. Yeah, see, I've only recently, this is gonna be sad, sorry. But I've only recently developed friends.
Oh my god. Really?
Yeah.
I mean, that was me in 2020 to be honest. I was very antisocial. Like my friend group, especially with content creation, was like 7 people. Before that, if that, maybe closer to 5 or 4. Just people I'd
Hmm.
reach out to, and it was very rare I would. I was not very much a collab person. But 2020, I discovered VR chat, and I met like
Hmm.
200 people, most of which still talk to be honest, like on the
Hmm.
regular. No, okay, maybe not on the regular, but I message them like every so often. I still know a fair amount of them. Some of them have even become really big streamers or partnered streamers on Twitch over the longest, like over the time. Can't speak.
Yes.
She's like me for real, for real. Okay, yeah, they were reacting to your
Oh,
not on your. Well, I think that I don't know if they were reacting to your thing about memes, but they apparently are saying it's very relatable not having friends.
yeah. See, I was the same way though. I wasn't a collab person for the longest time because I was like, I don't want to collab with someone I don't know. And I was like, how do you get to know somebody and then like not make it seem like, hey, I'm only talking to you for collabing, but I'm not doing that. I want to be friends with you, but I'm bad at communications.
Oh, my model has completely lost tracking. Give me a sec. What is going on with my model? Hello? Okay, there we go. I don't know what's going on there.
I told you, I'm queen of scuff. I bring scuff to your stream.
Apparently. I've also just learned if I have VTube Studio pulled up, it's a lot more responsive on stream. Like if I make it full screen or whatever,
Hmm.
which is pretty nice. Oh man. Oh yeah, a cat came in my room and it distracted me and my model just lost all its tracking.
I do that. My cats come into my room and I will ignore my chat for a solid minute while I just coo over my cat.
Oh, I love cats. I like dogs, but cats are my preferred animal.
Hey, I mean, I have a cat girl redeemed too.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So you have a
I
cat girl
use
for him?
I have cat ears.
I wish that the quality was a little bit better to see it, but
It'll pop up here. I've been watching the stream. I pop in and out of quality. I'm sorry. It's a delayed communication between hell and earth. Sorry.
Gotcha. Gotcha. Honestly, and now you're looking like a hell taker girl.
Yeah, I also have bunny ears and my true demon form, and then I also have my horns.
That's awesome. That's awesome. I love seeing everyone's VTuber models and all that. It's like here's the thing. I personally don't think I'd ever be comfortable. I know some male streamers like to use female models. I personally don't
Mhm.
like doing that personally. But hey, I don't think I need to because the amount of VTubers I follow and I can just see some really unique models, it's nice.
Yes, I think I've only seen like two VTubers that are like men using female models, and I think it's like super cool. Like a couple of them are doing pretty darn good.
Oh yeah, I can think of a couple that are like pretty big who do that. I mean, one of them is a newer one who just like just become a VTuber, and that's Didus, Emma Richu's
Oh,
boyfriend. Oh my god, my cat just knocked down a bunch of freaking cans.
that sounds like my cat. Do we have the same cat?
Oh my god. Maybe. Dude, I literally have to put like something heavy on my power button on the top of my PC or else my cat just shuts down off the PC when he hops off. I'm trying to tell him to stop sitting on the PC, but he sits up there I think because it's hot.
Oh yeah, that's why I had to move my PC up onto a high table so that my cats couldn't get to it.
My PC is on my desk, but he can still get up to it, which is annoying. It's probably because the fact that it's right next to a freaking window, so he's like, I can hop up here and look out the
Mm.
window.
Yeah, I have a cat tree next to my window, so my cats tend to go there.
Ah, that's fair. That's fair. Oh man, and hey, the quality's come back. Nice.
Hey, look at me.
Yes, you got the cat ears. Personally,
Yeah.
oh, sorry. Go ahead. It sounded like you're gonna say
No, I
something.
was finished.
Okay. Um, in my opinion, the best. If like I keep telling people this, the reason why the Fox Girl is the best monster girl you can date, or maybe it's a fox guy, the best monster humanoid to date, is because in lore, if they follow their lore, Kitsune can shapeshift. So technically,
Mm-hmm.
you date a fox girl, you could date a Lamia, you could date a succubus, you could date a freaking dinosaur girl. You're dating one girl, but she can literally shapeshift. It's like it's why she's the best.
Oh, yes.
Oh man, because hey, then
I
you don't even
love.
need cosplay for that.
Yes, I love Monster Girls. I love Monster Girls.
Same, very much so. One of my favorite things. I'm not the biggest fan of insect girls unless they're done right, but because I don't know, something about it kind of freaks me out a bit. Moth girls, I'm very much fine with after all the really cool moth VTubers there have been.
Hmm.
Um, BV tubers are starting to grow on me, even though I'm not allergic, but I'm terrified of bees and wasps. If one comes near me, I
Really?
book it. I literally will like book it for the hills. They freak me the hell out.
Wow, I didn't know that. I love bugs.
I like some bugs, but like some of them freak me out, and wasps and bees are definitely the biggest. I'm fine with
Oh
spiders for the
man.
most part, but uh, bees and wasps. Like it's probably because when I was really young, I was just like standing on like the balcony of my grandpa's old house, and I was just
Hmm.
like looking at the sun. I blink, and all of a sudden the sun is replaced with a black ball coming straight towards me. Next thing I know, I am being stung, or like I'm running back in the building with a like 15 bee stings or something like that. I just like I just been standing there, and all of a sudden, bee attack.
Oh my gosh.
And I mean like a massive amount of bees or wasps. I don't remember which, but I think that's the main reason why I'm terrified of them.
Oh wow. See, my chat knows my love for bugs and invertebrates of any kind. I'm playing a grounded playthrough with my friend Zephyr, and for the first entire stream, which was like 8 hours, I refused to kill a single bug.
Really? Oh my god. So you're a big bug lover.
I am a big bug lover. I have bug tattoos.
Oh wow, really?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Wow. Man, have you ever shown any of them off on like your Twitter or anything?
I have my scorpion tattoo on Discord. It's on
Ah,
my Discord.
nice. That's awesome. That's awesome. Oh man, I personally, I've been wanting to play grounded with my friend Quizzy. And we have. I think I'm gonna do it with. I'm probably gonna do it with Quizzy. Our friend Wolf said he wanted to join, and then I want to get Ruby in there. I think. Because if we have us four, you can only play 4 people on grounded, right? I think.
I think so. It's a max 4. No, hang on. It might be max 5.
It might be max 4. I think it might be max 4.
I'm trying to remember how many human-sized slots the briefcase has.
I want to say 4. I want to say 4.
Is it 4? Oh,
I'm
you're right.
pretty
I
sure
think it
it's
is 4.
4. But my friend Quizzy, he has arachnophobia,
Mm.
and it can be pretty bad. But
They have an arachnophobia filter.
they do. But I think
Yeah.
he would try. I think he said he's gonna try to play it without turning on the arachnophobia filter at first.
Oh man. Let me tell you, as someone who has absolutely no arachnophobia, I've kept spiders, I've kept tarantulas, I currently have scorpions. Um, those spiders are scary.
Yeah, they are. Yeah, it's max 4, but there's 5 spots in the box you spawn in. Really?
Ah, that's what I was thinking of. Yeah.
Gotcha. Interesting. 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 Yeah, for me, honestly, I find scorpions really cool. I think it's like I wouldn't want to be near one in real life because they're toxic and they can stab you. Um,
I mean, so can a human.
yes, true. But uh, I've always found them really neat. Like whenever I play Spore, I always create like a scorpion race.
Hmm.
In Spore, I was trying to do that I was trying to stream Spore recently. I've dropped it completely again because during that stream, my game crashed and I'd lost all my progress. So I would have had to
Oh
start
yeah.
from scratch. So I was like,
Oh
I was
no.
like, I'm good. I'm good with Spore. I'm done.
I'm
Uh,
terrified of games crashing and losing my progress because I will not have the energy to regain it.
that's why I love autosaves. I think autosaves
Yes.
are great. I wish more video editors would have autosave features too.
Mm-hmm.
Because when editing a video, the amount of times that's like, oh, I've been forgetting to save for like the past 30 minutes. I just lost 30 minutes of progress.
Program not responding.
Or even just 10 minutes of progress is the worst. It's like if because
Yes.
sometimes if you have a very productive 10 minutes, it's like, God damn it.
Yes. Yeah, yeah, no. Back when I used to edit videos for YouTube's, God, I hate it because I never save.
Yeah. I'm having issues now with my video editor, and I don't know what's causing it, where my CPU goes up to 100% while I'm editing, and I don't think
Oh.
that's good.
How often do you restart your computer?
I restart it pretty regularly, I want to say at least once every 2 or 3 days.
Hmm. I wonder. Do you power it down completely every day?
I try to, but I know that hitting shutdown. I recently discovered this. Hitting shutdown on Windows doesn't actually turn off your PC. It's more of a quick shutdown, so your PC can
Mm-hmm.
turn on quicker apparently. So I
Oh,
don't
so
know.
what actually shuts it down? Like holding down the power button? I've always heard it's bad for your computer.
Uh, I've heard that too, but I think that is the main way to shut down. But the main way to put your PC through an actual shutdown cycle is to restart it.
Oh, interesting. Yeah, because putting it into sleep mode for too many times and never shutting it down is really bad for your hardware.
Yep. There's a lot of things that are really bad for your hardware, to be honest.
Honestly, computers are surprisingly very inept at surviving.
Yep, very much so. Oh man, except for I guess old-timey computers, like those things live for years and years and years.
Oh, don't even talk to me about that. Holy crap. I had a computer for 10 years or before I got rid of it and it still didn't die. Like I just got rid of it.
Really?
Yeah, it was an old Dell.
Oh man, I've had so many issues with this new PC. Honestly, more than I have with my old one, which is the reason I built a new one was because I was having issues with my old one. But even now,
Hmm.
I'd want to say the issues I have with this one are worse than anything I've had on my old one. But my old one runs a lot slower than this one, so if I went back to my old one, it would be a little bit slower than this.
I wonder if
So
you added RAM to your old one, if it would be faster.
Well, my old one has RAM. My current PC has 32 gigs of RAM, and my old one has 40. And the
Hmm.
reason I have 40 is because it's the same brand of RAM, you can mix and match. Some
Hmm.
people think, oh, you can't do that, but you can. As long as it's the same brand, like the same DDR model or whatever.
Hmm.
Like I like the 8 gig sticks, I mean the two 4 gig sticks, and my two 32 gig sticks are the same make and model, but they're just different sizes. And
Yes.
it never caused issues, so 40 gigs of RAM worked just fine. So it's not a RAM
Ah.
issue. It's more, I just think the PC that is just old. Uh, and I mean, I kind of pushed the SSD it runs off of to its limit, I think. So I don't know.
Ah, yes. I mean, my community knows I've had plenty of PC issues.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I've had to replace the PSU in this PC twice.
The power supply? Really?
Hmm.
Why? What happened?
So the first time it died, I don't know what killed it. But the second time I'd gotten it, and it had just been a really like faulty PSU. And it ended up popping. One of the what is I don't remember what they're called. One of the ceramic pieces popped, and so
Whoa.
it stopped working. And luckily, I had a warranty on it, so I was able to use the warranty and get a new one for free. But I also don't know how to put a power supply in, apparently.
Oh, God.
So I had to my PC was a exaggerated paperweight for about 6 months until I could get my uncle to come fix it for me because I'm illiterate when it comes to PCs apparently.
Oh, jeez. I'm at least confident now that I can definitely like I've built both my PCs with people in Discord calls. The second time I didn't really have any help from people. I had a little bit here and there. First time I was walked through entirely by a friend back in like 2017 in a
Hmm.
Discord call video or a FaceTime call, either or, maybe a Skype call even during that time. And
Oh,
I'm
Skype.
yeah, Skype. And just he walked me through what I had to do. But my second time, I pretty much did it all on my own. I just did a live stream putting together my PC. And it
Mm-hmm.
took a while, and it didn't even want to start up right away at first. I don't remember what it was. Um, but also, I've had issues with like Windows on this PC a lot.
Hmm.
Windows is not a very nice software. It does not like to
No.
work.
No, but you know what? Currently, I'm really liking Windows because what I came from was streaming from a Chromebook.
Oh
That,
God.
if you want to talk about difficult, we can talk about
Have you
difficult.
seen Twitch ads recently trying to tell people to buy a Chromebook for gaming?
I hate Chromebooks.
They're so
I hate
bad.
them.
They're so bad.
The
I've used them for
only
school and they're so bad.
I hate them. The only reason I ever use my Chromebook now is because it lives in my living room permanently now, and my bird watches cartoons on it.
Oh my gosh. It sounds like you have a lot of animals and insects.
Yeah, I'm an animal educator,
Really?
so that comes with the job.
Gotcha. That makes sense. So like outside of streaming, you like do animal stuff?
Yeah, I work animal stuff. I talk to people about care and husbandry and origins of animals. I specialize in invertebrates, as you probably could tell. Um, and I'm the spider, scorpion, bug person that people typically go to. But I also specialize in birds and reptiles and fish.
Ah, okay, that's cool. That's really neat.
Yeah, I came from the veterinary field and I moved over to education.
There's a couple animals I don't think I could ever own ever again. Like I
Hmm.
personally like my family has owned them before and I hated owning them. First one, birds. We've owned birds in
Valid.
the past. They're very very loud.
Yes.
They're very hard to clean after, although my mom cleaned after the birds, so I just know from her stories about they're hard to clean after the cages and all
Hmm.
that. Um, and also, it can be very tragic if you get two birds that don't like each other.
Yes. Then you have two cages.
Because we had two birds, a mom and a dad. They had
Hmm.
babies. I don't remember what happened to the parents, but when we only had the two brothers, one of the brothers flew into the window of the back and basically got brain damage. I don't think they could fly very well anymore,
Hmm.
and I think their brain was showing, um, which was very scary.
Yes.
And then later on, the brother pecked that brother's brain and killed him.
What kind of birds were they?
Green little birds, like I think they're like a parakeet of some kind.
That makes sense.
Really?
I hate parakeets.
Not good.
Yeah, no, they suck. They're awful.
I want to say they're
And
parakeets. They were green and blue. They're like green with like blue
yeah,
heads, like bluish heads.
honestly, okay, so parakeets are often recommended as like beginner birds for people. I don't think birds should ever be a beginner pet for anybody.
No, no, definitely not. We've had plenty of cats and dogs though, so it wasn't our
Yes.
first animal. I don't know if it was my mom's first time owning birds. I have no idea. But the second animal I never want to live with again, guinea pigs.
Valid. Valid.
They are so smelly. Like they're like us. They're smelly. They're noisy, and if anything, they're worse to clean up after than goddamn
Hmm.
birds.
They're so dirty. They're so dirty.
Their pens are always a mess. It literally, oh god, it's so bad.
I have a guinea pig currently. He is the last of three. And he like I love him. I do. I love him. But after he's gone, I'm never owning a guinea pig ever again.
That's valid. That's very valid. I do
Yeah,
not
yeah.
blame you.
Yes, he's so much work. He's so much work.
Uh, I do
He's
not doubt it.
easily he's easily the animal that I own that I spend the most time on.
That's fair. That's very fair. That is very, very fair.
And coming back to your bird point and parakeets, I've worked with like macaws and cockatoos and cockatiels, and I own a conure. Um, and I would take a bite from any of those birds instead of working with parakeets again.
Really, really.
Yes, parakeets are mean.
They really are. They can be really, really mean. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Like, I'm much more of a cat person. I want to be the crazy cat dad that lives down the street, who literally has
Mm-hmm.
converted his freaking living room into a gymnasium for his cats.
Yes.
I want to like do that thing where like I've literally seen that somebody literally built like a model like village above the like on their ceiling. So it's like
Mm-hmm.
it looked like something straight out of freaking something you see like a Dr. Seuss book or something. Like it was all made
Yeah.
of wood. And there was like it looked like Victorian style buildings or something
Oh, I love that.
like it was like a proper like city for his cats to walk around up there, and it was like really cool.
I would do that.
I want to do something like that. Shelves on the ceiling and walls, let the cats run around. Just don't put cat shelves in frickin' drywall. Attach it to studs.
Oh, yes.
Dude, I saw a guy make a YouTube short recently talk about how he's like the different ways he's trying to put cat shelves up, and I was like, oh well, putting a nail in the wall didn't work, so I tried doing this, and then that didn't work, so I tried doing this, and then this didn't work, so I tried doing this, and I finally found this, and this seems to work great. And it's just like you can look at his walls again, so weak. It's because you don't put the like everyone in the comments is like, do not put that in a drywall. Find studs. Putting show like it doesn't matter if you want to make it look good. You need to put things that are gonna have weight on them
There's
connected
no
to
reinforcement in
studs.
drywall.
No, you need to put on studs like the wood that the drywall is connected to. Because if you put
Hmm.
on studs, it's not gonna come out of the wall and destroy the drywall. Freaking the
Yes,
cat's gonna
and
jump on that drywall one day and the whole wall's gonna fucking break.
especially because most of us cat lovers have fat cats. So
Yes, yes, very much so. And even if you
yeah.
don't, you gotta think about if you have an active cat who's jumping and running all around all the time. That's a lot of active weight putting on the wall.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, absolutely.
It's like a force of a cat jumping is more than them laying down.
So do you only have one cat or do you have multiple?
We currently have three. We have my cat who's getting up there in
Um,
years. I'm scared I'm going to have to put him down soon. I'm really scared.
oh, how old is he?
We've had him since like 2008, if not earlier.
Oh wow.
I think because I had him back in elementary school, and that was a long time ago.
So he's like 14.
14, if not older.
Oh wow. Yeah. I mean, we used to back when I was a vet tech, we had a cat come in who lived to be 22. So, I
Really?
mean, yeah, we were doing surgery on him at 21 and he did great.
Wow, that's nuts.
So, I mean, your cat could live a pretty long time.
Yeah, I hope so, because he sleeps next to me most nights, and that's very nice. It's nice hearing a cat
Yes.
purr next to your ear while you're sleeping. But yeah,
Yes.
he's one of the three cats we own. Because then we have my younger brother's cat, who's more of a lap cat. He loves sitting on laps. He's also very hyper. He's a
Mm-hmm.
weird cat. He's like a dog more than a cat.
Uh-huh.
Um, and
I have two of
then
those.
and then we recently adopted a feral kitten recently. Um,
Oh.
and she's still very much a scaredy cat. We just got her fixed too. Um, which is also why I'm mad at my younger brother because recently he came in my room. She ran in my room to get away from him. And, she's not supposed to be running or jumping like crazy. And he backs
Mm-hmm.
her into the corner of my room. Tell him, don't do that. Don't back her into a corner. And she freaking jumps on my bed and jumps down, hits the ground hard because she's wearing one of those like protective like casts around her body, basically to
Uh-huh.
and she basically so she hits the ground hard and then books it, runs out of the room. And I just like start yelling at him. And like the kid, like he's not a young kid. He's like,
Uh-huh.
he's was it 2003? So how old does that make him? He's freaking 20 years old, and he's freaking basically he's 20 years old. Forced a cat. He's got to be 20 this year, so he's 19. But forced a cat to like who's just recently went through surgery to freaking do some things she's not supposed to. Oh, because he's
How
like, I
long ago did
wanted to
she get
pet
surgery?
her. Like a week ago, if not that.
A week ago, and this was recent?
This was like 4 days ago.
Oh yeah, that was very soon. Typically when you get a cat spayed, they're usually good to go in like a couple of days, but it's recommended to keep them pretty calm for the next 2 weeks.
Yeah, and so we're trying to keep her calm. Honestly, she's been way more affectionate than me recently, ever since she got fixed. Like
Mm-hmm.
she's been letting me pet her a lot more. Like I guess because she can't get away as much, and I move very slow, and I'm very cautious with cats because I'm just trying not to freak her out. I'm just trying to show her, hey, I'm not always gonna want to pick you up. I'm not always gonna want to pet you. Like so, I'm trying to make sure she can drink water while I'm at my fridge. So like because
Mm-hmm.
she used to run away whenever I'd go to the like walk up to the fridge because she thought I was gonna pick her up. But now she'll sit there and keep drinking water, which is good. She's starting to get really used to me. But yeah, so
Yes.
I don't know. It just annoyed me that he did that with her. But she's also
Yeah.
gone through a lot recently because she had worms that I think we might
Mm-hmm.
still be treating, if not have already been treated. Um, I think she also had like not kennel cough, but something like that as well.
Cats are really prone to upper respiratories.
Yeah, so she was sick with that, and and then my brother's cat was sick with it too. I think he got it from her.
It was upper
Um,
respiratory, yeah.
Yep. My cat didn't get it, surprisingly. He was just
Mm-hmm.
fine. But like our other cat basically sounded like a smoker for a while. My brother's cat,
Yes.
and he has a very high pitched meow, so it's weird hearing him go from meow to meow,
Meow.
meow, meow.
Yeah. Up
Like he's back to normal now, but he sounded like he was in pain.
Yeah, upper respiratory is spread like wildfire in cats, which is why they're so common in the feral population.
Yeah. Also, Vesper just popped in chat, said he's finally home from work and
I
asking how we
saw.
both are.
Hi, Vesper. I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing pretty good. Yeah, same. I hope you're doing good, Vesper. Dara gets the like the privilege or what I don't know if I would call it privilege, but like the I'm trying to think the what's the word I'm looking for
The
the,
troubleshoot role.
well no I was just gonna say like I guess privilege is the best word I can think of, but of being the first guest on my actual official talk show, and with its actual lobby and everything.
I'm having a lot of fun.
Honor. There we go. The honor, I
There we
guess.
go.
That
Yeah.
works better, I guess.
I
It's
don't
the
know. I
honor.
think it's also a privilege.
True, yeah, true. I'm very happy though. And I hope you're enjoying yourself on the talk show.
I'm having a lot of fun talking about cats.
I love cats. That's the
Love
nice thing about my
cats.
talk show. It's not, there's no theme to it. I just talk about whatever me and my guests end up talking about. Like, I have some questions I like typically ask every guest, but other than that, I just kind of let the conversation go where it's going to go. There's been
Mm-hmm.
a lot of the time. I want to say 90% of my interviews are well, now I'm going to start saying talk shows. A lot of the time, it turns to us talking about like Twitch versus YouTube.
Yes.
And like talk about which platform is better. Because the other thing is, I will never take my interviews back to Twitch. These will be strictly a YouTube thing, both because I can make
Mm-hmm.
thumbnails and because I want people to be able to watch the whole thing.
Yeah.
Because I don't really see why I'd edit these down. Like, if anything, I might make upload some clips or something as YouTube Shorts.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe I'd make a highlight video if it was good enough, but I don't know. I have no idea. I feel like it's best suited as a long form content for people to come and watch the whole thing. It's kind of like, it's
Yeah.
a talk show. You can watch the whole episode.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Pog, you like that? What do you like, Galaxy? Because I did say a lot, so I wasn't sure. Is it the fact that my talk show just kind of goes all over the place? Maybe.
Maybe. I think so.
Oh man, and I want to have reoccurring guests too. You know, I'm down to have this like one new guests every week, but also it's nice to pull on old guests. Like I'm very tempted to pull on my friend Nariko again, but I want to have her and Liz at the same time. My other friend Liz
Yeah.
Justice. I think
Mm-hmm.
that'll be cool. I'm also really happy for Liz because she's become really good friends with Evanito. I don't know if you know who that is.
I don't.
He's a really cool streamer. I recommend
Uh-huh.
looking him up. He's very friendly, loves VTubers, absolutely loves VTubers.
Ooh.
He has his
I
own
love VTubers too.
he has his own talk show he hosts with my bud Liz that she and him started up with another VTuber.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and I'm trying to remember her name. I can't remember. I would honestly love to interview her. Would love to interview Evan too. That'd be awesome. But yeah, Evan. Yeah, he sometimes he used to be a big editor for Connor, but he only edits. Now he's only gonna edit the ones where he does like dress up challenges where like he dresses up in outfits. Because now he's big enough as a content creator, he can make more money off doing his own stuff than editing for others. So,
Yes.
but yeah, he
Oh
used to be an
man, Sea
editor.
Dog.
Yeah, he used to be an editor for Sea Dog. He's good friends with Nux Taku. Uh, so he's a pretty successful creator. And
He sounds super cool. I'll check him out.
yeah, really neat. And I find it so cool that my bud Liz became good friends with him. I found that awesome. I love seeing my friends succeed. I love it. I love
Oh yes.
I'd love to be successful myself, but it's always nicer to me to see other people who I know are entertaining more. Because here's the
Mm-hmm.
thing. I feel like I can be entertaining, but I just feel like my friends are way more entertaining and deserve more success.
I feel like we all feel like that though. Like we're just kind of like my friends are so much cooler than me. Why are you here?
Yeah, that's very true. I know I'm like that.
I'm like that. I'm
Bro,
like,
my
oh
my
my
friend Flip
gosh.
that I met like recently, like a month or two ago, I met him and guy's so freaking sick because like not only does he do streaming and all that, but he's working with like an animator for his book series he's writing. Like
Mm-hmm.
he's living the life I want to live, dude.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to be an author, but freaking ADHD does not agree with me in writing.
We have the same dream.
It's like I can't finish. I'll start a book and then I can never finish it.
I have finished exactly one book in my life, and I've tried to write like 3,000 of them, so I understand.
Uh, I finished one and then sent it off to an agency to get it published. Did not get it published, but probably shouldn't have anyways because it was really like I've read it in the past, like reread it, and I'm just like, dude, the plot was all over the place. It went too quickly. It was
Mm-hmm,
250
mm-hmm.
pages though, so that should tell you something.
Oh yeah, no, the first book I ever wrote, I wrote when how old was I? I was like 13 or 14. I wrote it and I wrote it completely through. And I remember after I wrote it, I was like, this is so good. I gotta get published. And then I read it like a year later and I was like, this is trash.
Oh my god, relatable. Also, Vesper says Dara is cooler than me despite her being a huge nerd.
I saw that. I saw that. He bullies me all the time.
He needs to be bullied with love because this man doesn't love himself enough, I feel like.
Vesper, I love you so much.
You are a very good guy, Ves. You really are. Vesp is a really good guy.
Yes,
I
I
appreciate
gotta.
Vesper.
Vesper, we gotta play games.
We
I'll
do.
DM you later.
I have a whole new schedule I gotta work out because right now my work schedule is from like 7 to 5 basically, which is a very long shift. But now I'm gonna be working anywhere. It's gonna be like between 11 and to 8 to or 12 to 9. So I'm either gonna have to
Okay.
stream early in the morning or very late at night, like 9 or 10 p.m. at night, or streaming at 7 a.m. in the morning.
Oh, I couldn't stream it. I really want to get into morning streams, but I might have a hard time doing that. Also, Vesper says that he and I are like siblings. Yes.
You said that to a lot of people, honestly, that I've talked to. He's not said that about. I think her name is Hitori. I hope I'm saying her
hmm
name right. I think she's a vampire VTuber. I could be wrong, but I think that's what she is.
Yeah.
Let's
He has
see.
brother vibes.
Galaxy says, "Dara, we should talk more for real."
Yes, DM me.
I love talking to people, and so it's like Misa, yeah, Misa. Like you said that she's like your sibling as well. Oh man. But yeah, no, I want to do more, and I will say, I have this weird, I have this bad thing that happens because I think I'm more successful when I do collabs, but I have a really bad habit of going into antisocial mode and being like, I just want to stream single player games.
I get it. No, I 100% get it. Like I've been in a process, like I've been how do I guess habit's the right word, where I've been doing 2 collabs a week for like a month now. And like you get very tired after a while.
That's very fair. I definitely can feel that. It's like I want to have I want to do more collabs, especially want to do more collabs with people I've met that I don't do enough with. Like
hmm
a big thing I want to do is host more tournaments. I've been doing that on and off. Like I've hosted 2 tournaments so far.
I
Only thing
saw, yeah.
I also would like to host game shows in the future, which I think hosting a trivia show would be fun, but I don't know if I should just copy Jeopardy or whatever they're called, and the one where it's like, I'll take this category for 500. It's like
Oh, that would be so
I'm
fun.
tempted to do that, but I don't know if I'd get in trouble for doing that.
I mean, if you add your own spin on it, technically it's not copyright.
Yeah, true, true. Because I think I could it'd be fun to host a trivia show. Like I want to ask questions like when was this game released? Like have like a category called video game releases.
Oh, yeah.
And like have some tough ones in there or have some easy ones. Um
hmm
I don't know. I feel like it'd be fun. I don't know. I think hosting game shows. I wanna do more with more people. I really do. I want to engross myself in the VTuber community more, and I also want to. I don't know. I want to experiment with my content, and I do want to do single player games. I feel like I'm nowhere near as entertaining, and I start questioning myself during those.
See, none of us think we're entertaining. None of us do. But I mean, apparently we are. We gotta be.
Oh my god, yeah.
Or else we wouldn't
General
have the communities we do.
true. General trivia. Oh my god, don't make a pun off my name.
Oh, no, yes! General trivia. I love that. I love that. I love that.
Genesis General Trivia or Jen's
Yes.
General Trivia, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Something like that. I could do that. That could
Active
be
trivia.
active trivia. I was gonna originally have something called what was it active? I don't know what I was gonna have a series called Active Topics. I don't know what that series was gonna be. I don't think I'll ever remember.
Oh, man.
Vesper, I don't think you're that boring, man.
Vesper, you shut your mouth. You are not boring.
Also, recently you said that you felt like people were you only caring about you when you were making content. So I think you were in a way you're saying you're entertaining enough that people want to use you, which it also sucks. But like, just want you to know, I don't care if you're a content creator. You're just a fun guy to talk to.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
It's like you have a lot of
Absolutely.
value in just being a person, and sometimes that's all you need as a content creator, is just being a good person. Because guess what? Just like Joey, the anime man, has said on Iron Mouse's talk show. I will steal his words. You can have the most vibrant, most the most expensive, over expressive VTuber model in the world, but if your personality is shit or you are not an entertaining person, you're not going to
Mm-hmm.
be successful.
Mm-hmm.
Personality
100.
and your value as an entertainer is what gets you far in places like this.
Mm-hmm.
You can't just go live and expect people to show up. You have to do something to make them show up. You got
Yes.
and more importantly, you got to do something to keep them coming back.
Yeah, like my model's not unique. It's pre-made. But people keep coming to watch me.
Yeah, probably because you got
I
such a
think
good
it's
personality.
personalities. Yeah, it's all personalities.
Yeah, very much so. Very much so. And you know what? Like that's why for me, I'm hoping like I'm trying to find my own strong suit. You know, I think like people liked it when I was making news. They think I'm really good with scripted content. Uh,
Hmm.
so I do want to work on scripted content. The biggest thing I want to do, I really do want to. There's a Pokemon Infinite Fusion playthrough I'm doing right now. I got the idea from somebody who did a video. It's got major views of him
Hmm.
only doing Pokemon Infinite Fusion with Pikachu fusions. So I'm doing
Hmm.
one with only Vulpix and Ninetales. The only issue is that my indecisiveness is kicking my ass. I literally had like an anxiety attack yesterday on stream because I couldn't decide which Ninetales fusions I wanted to use on my team.
No, I get it. I get it. I'm also indecisive.
So it's like I literally, but once I finish that, like I'll send you a sneak peek. I already sent it in my server. So
Hmm.
let me see if I can find it real quick. I should be able to. Oh yeah, no, this will be easy. Where did I save it though? Oh God, why is give me a sec, because I kind of want to give you a sneak peek at what the thumbnail will look like.
Yes.
Here we go. I think it looks really good. Oh wait, I could just send it on Twitter again. Hold
Yeah, I
on.
sent it to Twitter DMs.
Yeah, here we go. And here is the Infinite Fusion Vulpix and Ninetales thumbnail I have pre-made for when I make the scripted video.
Nice look. I love it.
You love it?
I love that.
I think it looks really good. I think
I
that's
love
very
it.
clickable. I would click on that.
Oh yeah, it's very colorful.
I got the idea straight off of the guy that made the Pikachu run, so very much inspired from
Yes.
him. I'm just not limiting myself just to Vulpixes
Hmm.
because
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I want to have Ninetales fusions because they're cool. But if the video does well, I'm gonna say at the end, if this video does well, I'll do it one strictly for Vulpix fusions. But
Valid.
yeah, because it's basically the same challenge just with weaker Pokemon.
Hmm. Hmm. Hmm.
Let's see. Oh wait, I didn't mean it like that. I'm just irrelevant. I'm not. Wait, just that I'm irrelevant if I'm not making stuff. Technically, that's not true, Vesper. You want to know a good counter for staying relevant and in the eyes of your viewers and especially of other VTubers? Be active on both Discord and Twitter.
Mm.
If you
I feel
need,
like also that feeling is just like internet culture, you know?
it is internet culture. It's like if you're like, and some people have the bad mindset of if I'm not in drama, I'm not relevant. So they keep on trying to
Yes.
start drama with people, which is not the way to
Hmm.
go. Um, or you have people who are like, like Vesper and kind of me, where it's like you feel like if you're not making videos, if you're not streaming, you're not on that grind, you're not relevant. I mean, I've felt
Hmm.
like that. I've definitely felt like that.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Back when I was a writer of short stories, I still am, but I'm gonna use past tense. Back when I was doing that, I felt like I never got interaction unless I was actively posting something or creating something, and it put me in such a negative slope because I was obsessed with it.
Yeah, no. I definitely agree with that. It's why I'm very glad that people are enjoying the talk show because yes, it's low effort content, but to me, it's probably the content I enjoy the most making.
Hmm.
I love talking to people, so I want this
Hmm.
to be a staple of my channel.
Yes. I used to hate talking to people, but now I love talking to people because people
Same.
are cool now because people are VTuber.
Yep. I used to hate talking to people too. I very much was antisocial. Like I did
Hmm.
not like talking to. It's so funny. Like the me 3 years ago would probably not like. I literally at my new jobs, a bunch of the managers like stopped me like, "Hey, we think you'd be good at this position or this position or this position." Just be based off the fact that I am good at talking to people,
Hmm.
and I wasn't 3 years ago. But VR chat changed that because it helped me become more confident in who I was.
Oh yeah, working retail is what made me good at talking to people.
Oh, really?
I started in retail, and
I started
I
retail
found my
too, but if
voice.
anything, it had the opposite effect because it made me want to talk to people less because of the amount of bullshit situations I got into.
I get that. See, I feel like it was the bullshit situations that made me louder because I was like, no, you're not gonna talk to me like that. Let me correct you in a very friendly way so my boss doesn't get mad at
Yeah,
me.
me and Vesper are the same. Working retail made me hate people. Exactly.
Oh wow. See, I've kind of turned into a little bit more of an extrovert, but only for certain periods of time.
Oh, really?
I'm an introvert who's learned how to be an extrovert.
Ah, that's fair. That's fair. Oh man, I'm definitely the same introvert who's learned to be an extrovert. I'm pretty sure that's called an ambivert.
Yeah.
So I'm definitely that. Like I would love to honestly have more people drag me out of my show. That's why honestly, I'd love to have a manager for content creation, just to have me sit down like, hey, here's your schedule for the week. We're gonna, and to work with me to like and talk me into doing things, but not so much forcing me, but talking me into it. Like, look, you gotta do this. Or like having a friends drag me into more situations. Like I've been meaning to play Human Fall Flat. I think that's the game, yeah, for so long. But I just need to find a
Hmm.
right group for it. Or Pico Park.
Yes.
Or Ultimate Chicken Horse is one of the biggest that I want to play that, but I just can't find friends to play that with.
Yes. See, I'm the opposite way when it comes to a manager because the second someone tells me what to do, I immediately want to do the opposite.
I'm kind of like that, and I'm often like that. But I think if it was like somebody just reminding me, hey, this is your schedule for the week for content creation, like, and just like give me like positive reinforcement, I think it would get me to do it. Like I need somebody to put some order in my life because of my indecisiveness and my tendency to procrastinate.
Oh, yes. Yeah. ADHD paralysis is definitely a thing, isn't it?
Yeah, very, very much so. It's like today I spent 3 hours in my music software messing around with
Mm-hmm.
projects, like
Mm-hmm.
just because I was like, I don't want to make a thumbnail for today's stream yet, or I don't
Yeah.
want to edit the description of my podcast. I like my podcast I'm hosting on a different YouTube channel. I don't want to do that right now.
Yep.
It
Yep.
sucks.
Yep. Yes, I will. Oh my gosh. Yesterday I had to do a bunch of stuff, like schedule making and things like that. But then Dark Souls, you know?
Dark Souls. Yeah, that's fair. That's one thing. That's why I like, and also a big thing I want to get back into for me. I need to like because Twitch was doing so well recently. I started prioritizing that, and I think I've been
Hmm.
forgetting that I do prefer streaming on YouTube over Twitch. So
Really?
I here's the thing. If comparing the two, Twitch, in my opinion, I love the clips feature.
Hmm.
Raiding culture is amazing. People tend to show up more to Twitch live streams than YouTube. Like
Hmm.
recurring viewers will return more to Twitch, and I've noticed. Like my viewership on YouTube versus Twitch is like YouTube. Most of the time, I'll have like 3 average viewers
Hmm.
nowadays, 3 to 5. Twitch, I'll have like an average viewers of 8. I've noticed, which is not that much a difference, but that is a difference. And so it's like,
Yeah.
but it's why I want to find out like I'm trying to juggle what content I want to do on YouTube versus Twitch.
Hmm.
And I guess for me, it's like I'm torn because I want to stream Pokemon Infinite Fusion on YouTube. The only issue with that is the reason I've been streaming on Twitch is because for one, Twitch actually has its own category for Infinite Fusion.
Hmm.
Two, I want to be able to download the entire stream rather than have to record the footage on YouTube. Because YouTube,
Yeah.
I've not found a way to download an entire stream at a high enough quality. Like I can't figure that out. How to download like the stream at like 1440p 60 FPS. Twitch,
Hmm.
it just does that automatically when you export or download.
Yeah.
So
Hmm.
so if I want to make a scripted video from a Pokemon Infinite Fusion, I feel like it's better streaming on Twitch. However, and despite the fact YouTube's clipping system sucks, I think that if I was streaming on YouTube and I was uploading YouTube shorts from my different fusions and like making like shorts and clips and streaming it, I think it'd be doing much better on YouTube, to be honest.
Hmm. Hmm.
But so it's like trying to counteract which like it's I can have higher viewership on Twitch and the ability to download the whole stream, Or on YouTube, I have a higher chance of getting my watch time hours up, making really good thumbnails and YouTube Shorts to get people to come in and watch.
Yes.
So
Okay.
it's like I can't decide between the two. Again, indecisiveness kicking my ass again.
Yeah. See, my experience of streaming on YouTube is very limited because I've only dabbled with it once. And it was back when my average viewership was like 2. So
Oh, really?
I didn't have any of like the reinforcement to make me want to stay with YouTube, so I went back to Twitch.
Ah, gotcha. Yeah, no, I frickin' I the main reason I like doing YouTube, I guess, is because the fact, for one, it helps get the watch time hours up, but also thumbnails,
Hmm.
and the algorithm. Your stream, like I had a stream, dude. It's the best stream I've ever done on Twitch or YouTube ever, and that includes raids and shit. Because
Hmm.
my opinion, it's the best stream ever because I didn't get raided. But
Hmm.
I averaged like 20 viewers
Oh,
on YouTube,
wow.
and that was from playing the entirety of Choo Choo Charles.
I love that game.
It's good. It's good. But because it was around the time the game had just basically become relevant, I streamed on YouTube and it had an average of 20 viewers. It had 700 views by the end of it, and that was
Hmm.
just from live people coming in and watching me. That's the most
Hmm.
successful I've ever done on a live stream on Twitch and YouTube, in my opinion. I've gotten rated by someone with like 100 viewers before on Twitch, but the average viewership by the end was still only like 10.
Hmm.
So, I think that YouTube for me, I like how the stream just becomes a VOD after, so it stays in the
Yeah.
algorithm, so it can still be recommended to people, and it's just a permanent VOD. And I feel like people are more likely to click on it if it already has a decent amount of views compared to, say, if you upload a Twitch VOD to a VOD channel, unless you
Hmm.
already have a following, people aren't going to want to go watch your VODs on YouTube.
Hmm. Hmm. Hmm.
Like, but whereas with YouTube, if you already have those live views, I feel like if someone sees a video that's like it's a 2 hour video, but it has like 30 views, even as a small creator, I think that's more likely to be clicked on than a VOD that has only like 3 views.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. I mean, I think we all have our own like programs that we particularly like. And some people are just like they vibe with YouTube and I'm like, go for it,
I
man.
vibe with both. That's the issue.
Yeah.
But
And there's
I
nothing wrong with that. You can do both.
and I can. I just need to be able to juggle more of what content I want to do on what platform. And
Hmm.
I need to find out if there is a way to download the YouTube videos like at a higher quality, so I don't have to spend hours recording literally the YouTube video like in OBS.
Huh. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if there's a way.
Because when you download a YouTube
Hmm.
video, it automatically puts it at 720p, 30 FPS, from what I've noticed,
Uh-huh.
and that's so shit. I don't want that,
Yeah, I'm not sure.
so I don't know. And it's like, and also, a part of me doesn't want to do it on YouTube because the fact that if people go and check out the actual series and they say, let's say they saw the stream I did yesterday on Pokemon Infinite Fusion, where I literally
Hmm.
spent like an hour going through and having an anxiety attack just because I was like, I don't know which Pokemon I want to use. I feel like that would lose a lot of support because of the fact
Yeah.
there's looking at, whereas once this becomes a scripted video, I feel like it's gonna be a lot more easier to digest for people.
Yeah. I always worry about like if there's downtime in a stream. I'm like, people are gonna get bored. They're gonna leave.
Same. Same. It's like and when there's downtime, and there's a lot in Pokemon Infinite Fusion because a lot of it is grinding, unless you're playing on
Hmm.
easy. I think if you're playing like, and I'm not, so I think that's part of my issue because easy makes it so all your Pokemon gain XP at a much higher increased rate. The only
Hmm.
issue is you very easily overlevel all the gym leaders and trainers very
Yeah.
quickly. But the opposite is true for when you go on any other difficulty. Because now, if you play on normal, you have to grind like an old Pokemon game. So it's like you
Yep.
have to level up each and every one by one.
Yep.
And so it's like part of me is like, I want a nice balance between the two, where I can give them all XP, but they like, honestly, if they hit a level cap, if there was a level cap in Pokemon Infinite Fusion, that'd be great. In fact,
Yeah.
I might suggest that because I'm in their Discord. I wonder if I can suggest that, like, add a level cap feature to the
Hmm.
options so
Hmm.
you can't over level past the gym leader.
Yes, I absolutely understand that because I'm currently playing Dark Souls on stream right now. Um and that game has a lot of downtime too. That's a lot of grinding. It's to the point where I like pre-plan. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna get here in this stream and then I'm gonna end stream and grind so that I can go from here to the next point in the next stream
Yeah.
without having to grind on stream.
Yeah, no. And I've done that. And I regret doing that with Infinite Fusion, for instance. Like I'll grind a Pokemon's levels up and it's just like literally I'll grind it up and I don't know, I just feel guilty. It's like I like because I'm like yeah, I know I'm doing this off stream, but still technically if something could happen that could be good content if I was actually live. I don't
Oh
know.
man, I just stopped worrying about it. I was just kind of like, if something happens, it happens. Like,
I don't know.
and
I've
then
just
I think it's easier with older games than newer games because most people have played the older games. I'm like, you're not missing out on anything. Like, there's 10,000 people who have played this game. Go watch one of their VODs.
that too. Yeah, that's very true. So it's like that's why in the scripted video, of course, I'm not going to keep in all the grinding, but I
hmm
definitely I don't know, and I'm tempted to nuzlocke the game, but also it's pretty hard on normals, and but it's like I need to suggest them to add a level cap like function in the game, just so that way it's not like oh okay all my Pokemon leveling up quickly, but now they're all level 20 for the gym that's level 10, so it's like okay. I'm way over leveled. Literally, I can mop the floor with this gym leader. It's like,
Yeah.
this sucks.
And while it's fun, it's not as entertaining for people watching.
Yeah, exactly. And sometimes it's just not as satisfying. Honestly, to me, a
Yeah.
Nuzlocke is the most satisfying way to play a Pokemon game because there's real
hmm
stakes. Because oh god, if my Pokemon faints, it's dead. Um,
Yep, yep, yep. And people watch streamers to watch us suffer. We all know this.
yep. That's why I might do some. I don't know. I want to finish my Vulpix Ninetales run, but at the same time, part of me doesn't because the thing is, there's no real stakes. It's just I'm hitting my head against a wall until I beat the game, basically, with just
hmm
limited Pokemon. Because there's no death. I don't have any death. But it's also like, well, which Pokemon do I use on the team? And
You
a
have too
lot.
many options at that point.
It is, especially because it's literally I can fuse a Vulpix or Ninetales with any of the other Pokemon in the game.
hmm
So it's like, what do I do?
Oh man.
It's it's so oh god, it's very stressful trying to figure that all out.
Oh gosh, I can imagine.
Oh man, but it happens. And I'm also trying to find more ways to incorporate collabs and stuff while I'm trying to stream that video. Sometimes I feel like it'd be better if I just recorded it. Like I asked people in my Discord whether they want me to stream it or record it. They want me to stream it. I don't really know why, but they want me to. But so it's like
Because
part of me
streaming's fun. They can poke fun at you.
maybe, but sometimes I'm just like, would it be better if I just recorded it because I can cut out all the grinding and my indecisiveness and just leave in all the good bits?
Well, here's the thing, something I've recently learned is from my Discord community. Like, I talk about how I grind off stream so that I can, actually make progress in stream. And every time my Discord community and like my community in general just kind of like, no, do grinding streams. Like, we want to watch you grind because we just want to talk to you. Like, you don't have to do anything entertaining on the game. Like, you don't have to make progress. Just sit here and talk to us.
Maybe I need to ask my community if they would like that. I also want to do more things and involve my community in games and all that and play things with
hmm
them. I think it'd be fun. Honestly, have you heard about crowd control?
Yes, but I don't understand it.
So it's apparently a website. I don't know, I don't understand it fully either. But it's a website that supports a bunch of different games. It's Twitch integrated. So people can, I think, use bits to get coins or something that they can then use to purchase things to happen in your game. So it's like they can make you reset your whole level. They can kill one of your Pokemon if you're doing Pokemon. They can set you on fire if you're playing Mario.
Oh, I can't give that to my community.
Why not?
Because they're like me.
They're like you? What does that mean?
They're mean.
Oh, gotcha. Oh my gosh. Oh man.
Oh, they would torture me especially my mods. They would just torture me the entire game.
Oh my
on
gosh.
purpose.
Oh man. Honestly, it's funny. Like yesterday was a nice stream for me because I was playing a game. Like for one, after I got off Pokemon and started trying to get rid of my anxiety attack because I was still suffering anxiety for like an hour afterwards. I started
Mm-hmm.
doing not Pokemon Halo on Legendary, Halo Reach on Legendary, and for some reason that really helped calm me down. I guess because the
Mm-hmm.
challenge wasn't so indecisiveness. I just was like, it's an actual just challenge. Beat the game on the hardest difficulty. Well,
Yes.
it's not its true hardest difficulty. The hardest difficulty is what's known as Slassa, which is solo legendary all skulls on,
Mm-hmm.
which I'm not doing solo. I'll do lasso once I find friends to do it with. But what it is there's a bunch of different there's these things called skulls in Halo, which are
Mm-hmm.
modifiers. So iron, if you're playing solo, if you die, you have to start the whole level over again.
Oh, so it's Masochist Simulator.
Base, especially lasso, and then iron skull. When it's multiplayer though, it just sets you. If one of you guys die, it just sets you all both to the last checkpoint. So it's like co-op.
Oh.
So it's not as bad as going to the whole restarting the whole level.
So it's perma-die, essentially.
Kinda. But that's why with iron on multiplayer, it's nicer because you just get sent back to the last checkpoint.
Uh-huh.
Normally, you both have to die for that to happen, but iron changes it so just if one of you dies.
Ah, okay, okay, okay.
Oh, whoa. Yoho, leaving my viewers to you after the Crystalline Circus. I hope this interview is going well and you're having fun. Hey! Well, thank you
Hi.
for like, I'm assuming it's like a raid here. YouTube raids are weird, but hey, if you're leaving your viewers here, I appreciate it.
Hi.
I don't understand how YouTube raids work, to be honest.
I am the wrong person to ask.
I just noticed that Vesper, there's a message that was hidden because it could have been seen as offensive. Vesper said, tell Dara she's a nerd. But that's way earlier. Personally, I think
Vesper?
this... Oh,
Vesper? We're gonna have words.
if he's still here.
Yeah.
Let's see. But yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna call these interviews anymore. It's more like I'm just having somebody on be my guest on my talk show, and I'm thoroughly enjoying this. I'm having fun talking to Dara.
I'm having so much fun. Oh my gosh. I love talking to people.
Isn't that
I
funny?
don't shut up.
Isn't that funny to be able to say that as an introvert? Like, I love talking
Yeah.
to people. I just don't like always talking to people.
I think it has something to do with being behind a screen and so or like being behind a model. So it's less energy in a way, I think. Because I still get exhausted talking to people in like IRL. Like I get so tired. Like I hate it. But
I can't
talking to
handle
people,
children.
it depends on the day for me.
Like if there's like a group of 5 children running around screaming, it's like, oh my god, I can't do this.
See, I work with a lot of children. A lot of them come in and they're like, "What's this? And what's this? And what kind of animal is this one?" And I get a lot of like serotonin from talking to them and being like, "Well, this animal is this, and this is what it does, and this is where it's from, and this is what it eats." And it's having them just enraptured in like a 10-minute like educational just talk. So I
Yeah.
like how spongy kids are and how much they want to take in information, and I love being the person to give that information. But yeah, on a day-to-day basis, I mean, this is why I don't have children.
That's very fair. That's very fair. I'm not I don't think I'm ever gonna be ready to have kids, honestly. It's way too expensive just to buy groceries nowadays. It's like
Yeah.
trying to buy anything else for kids would be way too much.
Yeah, I'm one of those people who will not have children. I will be the cool aunt.
You'll be the cool aunt. I'll be the cool uncle. I don't want kids. I don't.
Yeah, I tell my mom all the time, I'm like, your son had children. Your bloodline's continued. I have no job.
I think I'm probably like I've genuinely thought about going in and having a vasectomy just because I'm like I don't want kids. Like and I don't want to ever risk having a kid.
Oh, see, I want someone to take my ovaries out so bad.
Oh, really?
Take them out. I don't want them.
Are they not letting you?
No, because I'm too young and I have no children.
Oh, wow. Wait,
Yeah.
wait, and you have no children so they won't do it?
Yeah, so the rule, where I'm at particularly, but in a lot of the United States, if you're under 35 and you either only have one child or you don't have any children, they will not let you take your ovaries out because the doctors will be like, well, what if, okay, this is my least favorite thing. They'll be like, what if you marry someone who wants children one day? Or what if you change your mind one day? And so they won't do it.
Well, here's the thing. I hate it. I've had that same answer thrown it back at me as a guy, even.
Mm-hmm.
The only issue, because I'm angry at that. I don't like hearing that because it's like, well,
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I will change my mind, but at the same time, technically they're right. Because if you do try to change your mind in the future, there's no going back unless you're gonna do another really intense surgery on your body.
Yeah. See, the thing for me is I have medical things and stuff like that that are genetic. And so I would never want to pass that on to a child. Like,
Mm-hmm. That
I
makes
have
sense.
cancer genes that are super prevalent in my family. I would never want to pass it on to a child.
I have autism.
Yeah, I have genetic issues that I don't want to give a child so that they never have to go through what I go through. Like,
Personally, I hate some people have given a reason why autistic people are actually smarter than people give them credit for. Like they can learn a lot faster than most or get really skilled at things.
hmm
Personally, though, with how much I've struggled in my life with having autism, I don't think I want to risk my kid being put through that with having autism
oh
as
yeah.
well.
I've never been formally diagnosed, but everyone thinks I'm on the spectrum.
I think that honestly, here's my theory: everyone is autistic.
I
Everyone
think
in the
you're
world.
right.
That's my theory is that there is no such thing as again, yes, I think autism is not a disability as much as it's just a spectrum of the mind. It's like how
Yeah.
far, like I don't really know how to describe it. It's just social functions, if anything. It's like how well can someone function in society based off how their brain is wired. And I think
hmm
everyone is like
hmm
that. I think everyone has autism, genuinely.
hmm Oh yeah. And also you have to take into account how many people have ADHD and how closely linked those things are.
Yes, exactly.
Because I
80,
have really severe ADHD.
I think I do too. And I mean, I take medication to help me focus, which does help. The only issue is when I start focusing on something I shouldn't, because then I get hyperfixated on something that's just helping me procrastinate.
Yeah, no, my hyperfixations are very they're like, this is not what I should be focusing on right now.
And I'll know that. It's like I'll be sitting there watching anime, and it's like I know like I literally will tell myself, you're just watching anime because you don't want to make the thumbnail for your next stream, or you don't
hmm
want to make plans with a VTuber to interview them, even though you know you like doing a talk show, but you're too
hmm
lazy, and you're like,
hmm
I don't want to interview someone. I want to watch anime. It's like, God damn it, brain, please
But I
focus and be motivated to do the things that are more important.
yes, I think also a lot of people don't understand just how debilitating ADHD is.
I don't think so either.
I talked to my chat about it one time and they were so surprised whenever I explained like all of the symptoms I have from it. And I'm like, yeah, no, ADHD is one of the reasons I can't live alone. I will die.
Yeah. Honestly, I don't want to live alone. That's why I'm kind of hesitant to move out until I find someone to move in with, whether that's a group of friends. Like, honestly, I'd like to move into like a streamer house, even though I know those
hmm
often don't work out. I think it'd be cool though. It'd be much
Yeah.
easier to make content, but also it'd still be difficult. Also, either streamer house or get a relationship that I'm like, okay, yes, I want to be with this person, so I'm willing to move out and move in with them.
I'm aromantic, so I don't understand that.
Yeah. At this point, I'm gonna need to wait for the right person, to walk into my life. For one, I need someone who handles the depression better than I do.
hmm
I've had a bad habit of dating people who, basically, I need to be the voice of reason, or
hmm
I feel like I need to help them. Like even if they don't ask me to, it's like I feel like I should put myself in that place.
You're a
I'm kind,
fixer.
I am a fixer, and I don't want to.
hmm
I want someone to fix me. At this point, I'm sick of being a fixer. I'm a fixer, and I don't know. It's like I also have put myself in a position where it's like I, and even a sense too. I think I date people I'm not physically entirely attracted to. Like, I definitely think I'm more attracted to people who are more on the thin side of the spectrum, if you know what I mean. Nothing against people who are a bit more on the thick. Nothing wrong with
You're
that.
allowed to have your tastes. You're allowed to have tastes.
Yeah. I just think for me, my body physically reacts more to people more on the thin side, you know? And
Mm-hmm.
so it's more, I don't know if that's more of a mental thing or what. It's just, I think that, like, I've been in relationships with a couple people who are more, more chubby, and I think it's like my body started realizing it wasn't into that.
It's just everyone has their own taste. Everyone has their own taste. Um, I'm on both spectrums of aromantic and asexual, so I can't relate, but I'm
Yeah.
basically a plant, so
You're basically a plant. Oh my God. Man. I don't know if I'm on the asexual spectrum. In fact, I highly doubt I am. I highly doubt I am. But maybe, I don't know. I just know, like, I'm gonna wait for the right person. Personally, I do think I want to date someone and it's in the similar field of work as me or where I want to be, and that's being a
hmm
VTuber or at least a content creator. Because I feel like it'd be nice to like have someone I can make content with that's my partner.
hmm
I don't know. Maybe that's just me being like a hopeless romantic, but
No, it makes sense. Everyone, I mean, honestly, whenever people are looking for a partner, they're looking for someone who has the same hobbies as them, so you can do things together. So that,
yep.
no, that makes total sense.
And streaming with your partner would be awesome.
Yes.
Oh man, I don't know, but I'm gonna wait for the right person, and I'm definitely not gonna probably go for someone who needs me to fix them.
Yeah, get someone who has their shit together.
I need it, especially because I'm
hmm
honestly more attracted to the people who have the more like I've dated way too many people who have a very submissive personality, so it's like they want me to, I don't know, take charge or be like the more flirty of the
hmm
bunch. I want someone to seduce me. I'll be the freaking spy from TFT, the TF2. Seduce me. That's kind of what I want, honestly. I want someone. I find it way more attractive when a woman, and I will say I am very straight, but it's like I find it way more attractive to me when it's like the woman is like, hey, yeah, no, they're very flirty. They know what to say to like get my attention. I don't know.
They're not in their shell.
Yeah, I've dated way too many shy girls. At this point, I need
hmm
me a tomboy.
Back when I used to date, no, it's important. Like dating people, it shows you what you don't want. Dating people made me realize I am aromantic. I don't feel those emotions.
Yeah, yeah.
So I think
Uh,
it's important. It's important to know what you want, and there's nothing wrong with knowing what you want.
yeah, yeah. Definitely not. Definitely nothing wrong with knowing what you want. And I feel like that's why I feel like it's kind of bad when people just get into a relationship and immediately get married and try and stay the rest of their life with them.
Ugh.
Like, I respect trying to make your relationship work. I definitely respect that. Like, like some of those people who spend their whole life making it work. Like, props to you. Like, honestly, applause. Like,
That's a lot of work.
it's
Yeah.
a lot of work. Good for you. But I think it's way better to just date people. Like, go from person to person. I'm not saying do it on purpose, but I'm saying it's good to get that experience to figure out what you want and what you don't in a relationship.
Yeah, I do not have the capacity to be in like if I was interested in being in a relationship, I would not have the capacity to be like in a make it work kind of relationship because the second I'm not like enjoying myself anymore, I'm like, nah, I'm out, bro. Bye.
Yeah, no, I totally get that. I totally get that. Oh man, it's like I don't know. So many times I've been in one and it's just like immediately I'm like and the thing that sucks is like when you start dating someone and then you realize you don't want to be in it anymore and then just that feeling creeps up of I want to break this off, but I don't want to
hmm
ruin our friendship. It's
hmm
really hard to break it off. Like honestly, the only way I think you ever have a healthy break off is when both people can have a sit down or like both people realize it's not working out at the same time. Because if you guys both don't have that realization at the same time, one person's like, "Well, I still want to make it work," and the other person's like, "I don't think it's gonna work."
Yes, I've been there many times.
Uh,
Yes. Luckily, I got really lucky though because I had really terrible taste. I really didn't mind never talking to those people again.
Yeah, like I don't know, like I'm learning a lot about myself through dating, and at this point, like, and I will say, I'm still a guy. Like, I'm a guy that very much does develop romantic feelings towards people or develops crushes, and I mean, I've developed my fair share of crushes on the internet on
Hmm.
people, and I will say that happens. At this point, though, I'm at a point where I'm not even going to confess to these people if I get a crush. I'm just going to wait for someone to confess to me, because here's the thing: the reason I want to wait is because that will already show that the person's not as shy as me. Well,
Hmm.
or not as shy as my other partners, or at least it will show that they have confidence in themselves. To be fair, though, actually, my second to last relationship did confess to me, and that didn't work out.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I don't know. I we'll see. We never know. Who knows? I might end up staying single for the rest of my life, which maybe that'll be good because maybe I just need to keep working on myself the rest of my life before
Yeah.
I need
See,
to let someone else in.
the thing I learned was I had to really learn how to distinguish the difference between I'm interested in them and I want to be friends with them. Because
Yeah.
for the longest time I didn't realize that those were two different emotions.
Really?
And I was like, "Oh, no, I'm not actually interested in anyone. I just want to be their friend."
This is why I also
They're cool.
this is why I don't judge people who do friends with benefits at all.
Yeah.
I actually think if anything, I'm like that actually makes way more sense because it's like they know the limits of where they want to be with their friends. So it's like I don't want to
Hmm.
date you, but we have feelings, special
Yes.
feelings. So I'm like,
Yeah.
and for the sake of YouTube, I'm not gonna say what those feelings are, but it's like, you know, it makes sense.
Yes. I'm one of those people where I constantly tell people, I'm like, it's totally fine to be sussy with your friends. Like
Yeah.
there is no problem with that. As long as it's consensual and discussed and you guys have talked about what is allowed, what is okay, and what is not okay, like it's fine.
Yep. Set those boundaries. Very much
Hmm.
so.
Hmm.
It's very much so like that.
Show
Yeah.
love to your friends.
Oh man. Speaking of collabs, I just remembered I really want to play Into the Backrooms with some people. I think that'd be fun at some point.
Oh, I played it wasn't Backrooms, but it was SCP.
Ah.
I played SCP Lab Route with my friend Danky, which if nobody knows him, he's hilarious. Go watch him. Um and the joy I get from torturing my friends in horror games.
Oh my god, dude. This is why I really would love to play more horror games where you can scare your friends. Like,
Oh,
but that
yeah.
good ones. I don't like. Okay, wait. I'm gonna get canceled for saying this, but like, I don't like Dead by Daylight. I don't think it's that scary. I also think it's very unbalanced, in my opinion.
Hmm.
So I'm not a big fan of that. I'm not a big fan. Like, I think Friday the 13th might be more fun, but I just haven't tried it yet. But I think it might be more fun. I
Hmm.
think more scavenger hunt style games like that might be better than just fix the generators and hide. Because
Yeah.
I don't know. I think it's fun when you can like troll your friends. Like, you don't have to take it seriously hunting them down because literally are a killer. So you can literally just like role play with your friends. Like, okay, I'm gonna leave now, and then
Oh,
come back for
yeah.
them later. It's like I think it's kind of fun. Like it's why Stop It Slender on Gary's mod was so fun to me because it's like you could just jump scare people by popping out a Slender around the corner.
Oh, yeah. I also think those games are almost wholly dependent on who you're playing with.
Exactly.
Like I can't so I had a girlfriend who really loved Day by Daylight and so I would play it with her and I was like the only reason I'm having fun with this is because I'm torturing you.
Oh, that's funny. That's funny. Oh man, yeah, no. I think that goes for most games. Like I've discovered like there's some people like as a streamer I'm starting to realize like I'll play a game with somebody and then I realize I probably should be playing this with this person because I don't think that it's entertaining for stream. I don't think I'm playing off them as well.
Hmm.
So I've sometimes I have like hopped around with different groups to find out who is better to play what games with who.
Hmm.
I mean, there's a reason I started one of my podcasts with one of my friends, or like two of my friends, because I know I can play off them well. And I mean, we are 7 episodes into the podcast, so I know we can do it.
Oh man, I love hearing how different VTubers run their streams. Like, are you more focused on engagement from your viewers? Are you more focused on engagement from outside viewers, or are you more focused on like yourself and what's happening in the stream? Because I'm definitely one of those people where I'm like, I love my viewers, but also, if you're not having fun in the stream, you can leave because I'm having fun.
Yeah, that's why I think for me, I do put a lot of focus. Like, I am a very chatty person, so it's why I wish, like, with all my heart, my chat was more chatty. Like,
Hmm.
it literally may, like, I've had streams where I just get depressed because it's like, the amount of times I turn to my chat, like, I'll do it like 15 times a stream, and I might only get like 2 answers. But it's like, I'll
Hmm.
do like 15 times a stream, like maybe an hour or something, or 2 hours. And I'll turn to them like, hey, chat, what do you think about this? Or chat, what do you think about that? And it's like,
Hmm.
I don't get a response. It's like, this sucks because
I get that.
I want so bad to have a conversation with my chat, but I can't, and it hurts. So
Yeah,
it's
because
like,
the whole point of streaming is talking to your viewers.
exactly, and so it's like either that's one of my main focuses, the chat interaction. Another is having a place that I can make content and not have to take up a bunch of storage space in my PC that I'll probably
Hmm.
never get to making a video out of because I'm a slow editor.
Hmm.
Hence why I'm very glad my editor is helping me now with videos.
Yes.
um, and also another thing I focus on is if am enjoying myself. If I'm not enjoying myself, I don't continue streaming that.
Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. I used to have the worst habit. Back before I don't want to say re-debuted because I've never debuted a day in my life, but um
My debut basically was
before
like,
I
hey, I got a model now. Let's have a just chatting
yeah,
stream.
yeah. Before I returned with this new model, before I returned to streaming in general, actually, I had the worst habit of doing a whole bunch of games on stream just to try them out and realizing I don't like this game. And so I'd switch between like 4 or 5 games between streams, and I was like, that just makes my stream just unentertaining.
Yeah, sorry, I drank water and I started coughing. Oh
I do that.
my god.
I breathe wrong and my body wants to die.
Yeah, that's what just happened to me. I mean, it's also, I often take really big mouthfuls of water. And so it's like my whole mouth is full when I start coughing. It's like I don't want to spit this out. Oh my
Yeah.
god. Jesus. Oh man.
Die live on stream, got lots of viewers.
Oh my god. But this, I don't know. I'm trying, and this is the year I'm trying to experiment with my content, which, the amount of experimentation I'm doing, maybe it'll hurt my viewers, maybe it'll help. I don't know. I'm just trying to make content.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
I want to entertain. I just want to find out what my best way of entertaining people is.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Everyone has their niche and what they do best. Um, for me, it's getting mad at Dark Souls
Just getting mad at Dark Souls. Oh my god.
and Souls-like games. I found that is my niche.
I don't get mad at them, so maybe that's why my viewership sucks when I stream those. I should still, I need to finish Elden Ring. I'm pretty far into it, and I really should finish it.
Uh, my chat knows how I feel about Elden Ring.
You don't like it?
I hate Elden Ring.
Why?
I think, listen, it's a fine game. It's fine, but I just don't think it's fun.
I think it's for me. Honestly, well, it probably depends on your playstyle too, because it depends on what you go for. Because you can play like a magic build, you can play a summon build, you can play an arrow build, you can play a melee build. There's many
Hmm.
of different melee builds. So it really depends on how you want to play the game. I was
Yeah.
hating my magic playthrough. I was like, this sucks. Just hiding at a distance and hitting for suboptimal damage. But then I went for actually like a melee build and I was having a lot more fun.
Yeah, see, I think the combat's fine, but as someone who loves the Dark Souls series with all of my heart, it is one of my favorite series on the planet. The whole reason I stream it is because I'm decent at it.
Yeah.
Um, I was just incredibly disappointed with Elden Ring.
Is it not hard to you? I'm
It's
assuming.
No, it's not that. It's more of I think I don't like the story. I think the story is mid. I don't like a lot of the design of the game. I don't like the color palette. I don't like the characters. I just think it's boring. And I'm like the combat's the only interesting thing.
Yeah, I guess that's fair. That's fair.
While
That's
in Dark
fair.
Souls, I'm like enraptured in the story. I'm like I want to know more.
Oh man. It's like I can totally get that. Like, yeah, man,
Yeah.
I'm just thinking that if I was to make a YouTube clip, or I don't know if it'd be a clip or short, or if that'd just be like a highlight video of this interview or like talk show.
Hmm.
But I feel like I would definitely like I have like a thumbnail idea in mind and just have it like she thinks Elden Ring is mid is the title.
I'm gonna get so much hate.
But hey, to be honest, I think the story. I don't know. I've always thought Souls games have really strange stories, and they've not really caught my eye.
It is very fantasy gobbledygook. It is if you want to understand the story of like Dark Souls or any Souls-like game, like you got to go back to the beginning and like read all the subtext from all of the items and
Or
put
watch
stories
YouTube videos talk
together.
about the
Yeah.
lore, and it's just like I don't know. I don't like doing that extra work. I guess to me, I
Yeah.
for me though, I've always been a big fan of like the Halo franchise's story, except for once
Hmm.
343 took over. Everything before that though, it's like everything was so good. It's like I'm very much someone who like wishes Bungie never left Halo.
Hmm. Hmm.
Like
Yeah.
instead of Destiny, if they'd stuck with Halo, I think Halo would be doing so much better nowadays still.
Hmm. I
Genuinely.
hear people really like Destiny. I've never played it.
I've enjoyed it, but it feels like it feels kind of like Halo, but it's I don't know. I much more enjoy Halo over Destiny any day.
Mm-hmm.
I think that for me, Halo was much more simple. The mechanics like were very straightforward, and it was made so when you go to multiplayer, it's a party game more than anything.
Ah,
Like
okay.
they're like the competitive nature of Halo has always been on the back burner. They're like, yeah, the game can be fun competitive, but people can still go on and have fun and with matchmaking and all that. But the
Yeah.
moment that 343 took over, they added like they were trying to copy Call of Duty and they tried like focusing on how to
Um,
make Halo play more competitively. And it's not fun.
yeah.
I don't like competitive games. I've never been a big fan of Apex or like any battle royale. I'm not a
Hmm.
bit like
Hmm.
Rainbow Six. I only like playing casual. I hate ranked.
Yeah.
Um, CS:GO, I would only ever play team deathmatch because I don't like the plant the bomb, or at least I didn't like because it sounded like it was only competitive people would play like it like plant the bomb.
Oh yeah. I hate Valorant.
Oh God, I've never even touched it. I don't even watch it. Like it
I
just
am
doesn't look interesting
garbage
to
at
me.
it.
Oh man. Honestly, I'm really enjoying my new thing I've done, which is a tournament I'm hosting. I'm gonna probably change the next one. I'm gonna be probably heavily copying Puffer, Big Puffer, if you've ever heard of him.
Mm-mm.
Um, Another big content creator. Really highly recommend you check him out. He's really entertaining. He's not a VTuber though, but he's really entertaining. He did this thing called Puffer's Gauntlet, where he had a massive list of games that people would have to play, and they could skip them, but they'd lose a point. But first person to 5 points wins, and it's really challenging things like get a win in Apex,
Mm-hmm.
um, uh, which get a win in Apex, win a match in a Valorant, or yada yada yada. But like it'd be like a variety of things, or like kill a Wither skeleton in Minecraft.
Yeah.
It's something I'm trying to implement into my content because I really like pitting people against each other.
Mm-hmm.
It also gives me a way of showing off multiple content creators, which is really nice.
Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense.
Oh man. Oh no. Like, do you have any like content ideas? Like, are you planning on like doing like any kind of YouTube content you're planning on, or mainly sticking to
No,
Twitch?
not really. Yeah, I'm Twitch exclusive pretty much. I have a VOD channel, but I only upload to it when I remember.
Ah,
Um, and so I'm primarily Twitch, and it's just I stream as a hobby. So it's just I'm just hanging out and just having
that's
a good
fair.
time.
That's fair. That's very fair. Oh man. I really wonder why your like connection, like you definitely have the most pixelated out of anyone I've had on the podcast. I
Yeah,
mean,
I don't
talk.
know. I'm just Scuff Queen.
You
Yeah,
never
because
know. Things happen.
everything on my end says it's fine, so I'm not sure.
Oh man.
I just
Uh,
come with stuff. I just come with scuff.
you bring the scuff.
I bring the scuff.
Oh man.
I've never had a smooth stream a day in my life.
That's fair. That's fair. Oh man. I think though, I think you should take idea like consider doing YouTube content or at least YouTube shorts. I always
Hmm.
recommend that to people because there was a VTuber. Her name is Mother V3. She went from she in the course of 3 months. Now it's a lot past that, but like she started in November or October of 2022, and by January she was at went from literally she just started her Twitch and YouTube channels. She had 30,000 subscribers on YouTube in 3 months.
Hmm.
And on Twitch, she went from 0 viewers to well over 150 average viewers, if not
Wow.
closer to 300, I think.
Yeah, yeah. It's just I gotta remember how to edit. It's the thing. I haven't done it in so long. Like my editing skills used to be like pretty okay. And then I stepped away from it for like a year and now I'm relearning everything.
I wish I had money so I could just hire the people who clip VTubers to clip my content and like the way they do it.
Hmm.
Because I'm like, dude, I fucking love how they make content, and I would love them to make content for me. But it's like I can't afford
Yes.
them. I bet.
Yeah, yeah.
Like my
I mean,
editor, I'm hardly paying him as is, and I hate it. I want to pay him, but it sucks because the fact that I just don't make enough. But he understands that. But I'm still like, God damn it.
oh yeah, no, I've had members of my chat who've been like, "I'll make TikToks for you. Like I'll make TikToks of your stream." And I'm like, "No, I'm not gonna pay you."
Uh,
So no, I'm not gonna have you do stuff for free.
yeah, it's like I don't want to make him do it for free. And the thing is, I want to pay him more, but I think it's because he sees that I could be successful if I could just get content out more often. I just
Hmm.
can't because I don't have time or the motivation. It's like I would edit my own videos more often, but it takes me forever to edit.
Yeah.
Like I go and rewatch the video a million times over just to make sure it's perfect.
Yeah, I used to be the kind of person who when I first started streaming in general, I was like, I want this to be my job. Like I want to work so hard and make this my job and get all the engagement. And I used to get so upset and I wouldn't get engagement and it would send me into like depressive spirals. And like anxiety and things like that because I felt like I wasn't growing at a normal rate. I felt like I was growing at a decreased rate. Um, and so it would put me in the worst moods. And then it wasn't until I came back to VTubing that I was like, I have more fun when it's just like I'm doing this as a hobby. I'm hanging out and vibing with my chat and we're having a good time and I'm getting so much enrichment from this. Like I don't care anymore.
Yeah, that's why
Like
I.
it
Uh,
makes me sound like I don't put effort into things, but it's just like I put enough effort to have a good time.
that's fair, and I really feel like I want to find more ways to have a good time with my chat. I feel bad because I just don't know how to. Like, I'm not good at conversing unless like I'm better at responding than I
Hmm.
am to initiating. Honestly, I've always been that way. So it's like somebody says something in chat, it's much easier for me to react to it. If somebody though, it's hard for me to go and just like, hey, chat, how's this doing? I don't know.
Yeah,
I like
I get
playing
it.
off my chat, but
I get it. I get it.
uh, I wish I could do that more often though.
I got to the point I'm kind of a similar way. I really like playing off my chat. I talk to them frequently. Um and but also back when I didn't have a chat, back when I had nobody in my chat, I got really good at talking to the characters in the game.
Yeah. Oh my God. Hold on. The person who made this background, I messaged him at the desk, and he just sent me a picture of his idea for this. About for
Oh.
like in front. Oh my God, that looks awesome, dude. It looks so good. That's gonna be so good.
Oh, that's gonna be so cool.
Yep.
I'm
I'm excited.
excited for you.
I am too. Also, I really want to do more with you. Like, and same with the other people I've interviewed in the past. I want to do more with the people I've met because I'll pull people on here, and I'm very bad about reaching out to them for stuff past that, and I don't want to do that. I would still want to talk to you guys. It's just hard.
Yeah, yeah. No, I understand it completely. I'm the same way. I have a really hard time keeping up with people. I'm the world's worst DM messenger.
Yeah. Honestly, I really do want to do game shows. I wanted to figure something to do for a game show. I just don't
Mm-hmm.
know how I would do it live. That's the biggest thing. I don't have any idea how I would handle hosting a game show live. What I might do is just put two of those freaking two of those sofas. Like I'll just put a second one behind that one, and just
Mm-hmm.
and like make it look like there's like a raised. Actually, what am I thinking? I could probably just like ask my guy to make me like a game show seating place for like 3 to 6 people.
Yeah, yeah, and just pit VTubers against each other. You could also I've been really enjoying watching all of the VTuber dating shows.
I thought about hosting one. I was gonna host one, genuinely. I really was. I just want to. I need to workshop it with somebody like who's been watched enough of them or know could help me figure out to make mine pretty unique compared to everyone
Yeah.
else's. Like I
Mm-hmm,
want
hmm.
to get that figured out because I would love to host a dating show. Even it's all for jokes. No one's actually gonna date each other, but
Yeah, no, it's just for fake Riz. Like it's just
fake Riz, yeah, it's so fun. I
because
want
we
to
all
do
know
something like
VTubers
that.
don't have any real Riz. We're VTubers.
Yeah. Oh my god. But yeah, no, I think that'd be a lot of fun. Oh man. And I will say though, we've been going for almost 2 hours already, and I
Have we?
do. Yeah, we have. And I know it doesn't feel like it, does it?
Oh my gosh. I guess you're right. Oh goodness. I have a confession. I don't actually live in EST. I just use it because it's easy to convert. So my brain is like, oh, it's 10 p.m. right now. Ah.
Wait, okay, interesting. Because I'm PST, so that's interesting.
Yeah, no, I talk to my chat about it all the time. I'm like, I don't live in EST, but it's the easiest for people to convert from, so I just use it.
I find I just like using PST. I mean, it's easy for me to convert because CST is just 2 hours ahead and EST is 3 hours ahead. Then people in freaking like Europe are like 9 hours ahead or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Australians are like I believe they're 19 hours ahead. So it's like
Australia's in the far corners of the world, man.
they are, but
They're very isolated.
I love my Aussies. I love them. They're such good
Oh, I love
people.
Australians. I love their accents. I love it.
I love their accents and I love their personalities. Every Aussie I've
Yes.
met has been so nice. Yo, Shaw, how you doing? That's someone I had on interview in the past. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna call. I can still call it my talk show, but before it became a talk show. So, but thank you, Shaw. I do think it's a nice studio, isn't it?
One of my friends from back when I was a veterinary technician went to vet school in Australia, and she was like, "It is so nice. People are so nice."
Oh
Uh,
man.
and I told her I was like, "It's because you're going there from Texas." So,
Yeah. Yeah. No, I definitely agree. Yeah. Oh man. But yeah, no. It's so interesting seeing different time zones and everyone and how it all works.
yes, it makes me also daylight savings.
No, I
It
hate
makes me
daylight
so
savings.
angry. I'm
I
so
hate
glad
it.
we're getting rid of it.
Are we?
We are. I think this is the last year we're using it.
That every state is using it or just one?
Texas, not Texas, United States.
Oh,
Like,
really? Oh my
I
God.
think nationwide they're getting rid of it. So like we'll be like
That would be
every other country in the
awesome.
world because
I would
nobody else
love
uses
that.
it.
My family's 4 hours ahead of me at the moment. Really? Oh man. Honestly, there's still one thing I want to attempt in the future, which is essentially run a somewhat of a D&D campaign, but
Mm-hmm.
in XCOM 2.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Basically, I would create a character in XCOM 2, and then I'd have the players tell me where they want their character to go, and it'd
Mm-hmm.
be like people would be playing XCOM, but only with their character. It's an idea I've had, but it's I don't know. I would have to find people who are down for that, and also it'd be hard because I would have to try and pull it off with like 8 people max, which or like 12 people max, because normally in XCOM 2 there's a whole but there's like a fatigue setting, like your characters
Mm-hmm.
get fatigued, they can get injured, so they can't go on missions. There's cooperative missions, which sometimes get sabotaged, and then they have to do a mission, but because they get ambushed, and then it's like, oh
Mm-hmm.
god, I wasn't expecting this. So if I send people who aren't in a voice call with me on a mission, and then they get ambushed, it's like, oh god, guys, we have to call these 2 people up because they've been ambushed.
Can't
It's like,
communicate. Can't communicate.
yep, it's like
Yeah.
it's why I am hesitant to do it because it'd be a big mess. But I do want to
Yeah.
host a game show. I do. I think it'd be a lot of fun. I can definitely workshop it. I can always change the games as we go. I'm tempted to honestly have like a wheel that I spin that determines what game we're playing next, like whether that's trivia or something else.
Yes. Oh my God. Whenever you do the game show, call me up, girl.
Will do. Will do. I definitely think it'd be a lot of fun. In fact, you know what? I'm gonna message my my artist right now. I'm gonna say also, any way you could help me come up with a design for game for seats for a game seat slash I'm gonna say seats slash podiums
hmm
for game show guests. Cause I'm thinking of hosting game shows in the future for VTubers. There we go. I'll definitely talk to them. My homies hate daylight. Yeah, and also, hey, Maddie, how you doing? I meant to react to that. I saw you sent that earlier. Daylight savings time sucks.
It
It
sucks.
is.
It's stupid.
It's so stupid. It's like it screws up everyone's freaking schedules, and it's like it messes with sleep schedules. It messes with everything. Oh my god.
I want to say they announced that they were doing away with daylight savings like 2 or 3 years ago. But they were gonna give all of like companies and manufacturers 3 years of a grace period to kind of get all of their schedules in line with no longer using daylight savings.
I'm hoping they could go away with it. I'm hoping. Also, yeah, something like Game Changer, something like that. I really want to steal one of the games from On the Spot, Rooster Teeth's game show. They have a game show where they'll put a prompt on screen like things not to say to a grandma on the street. And then what they'll do is they'll like pick a random letter of the alphabet, and they'll go down the alphabet. So it's like things that so like things you don't say to a random grandma on the street. Starting with the letter G. All right, all right, Dara, you are first.
Uh,
Can be any sentence. Starts with G.
uh, G.
Good luck on hospice care.
Good, thank you.
Something like that. I want to steal that game because it's so fun. Like that one.
Oh man, that reminds me of it'll be really fun to host like a Whose Line Is It Anyway type show.
Let's see. Thing where the contestants can stand behind it. With a spot to display their points.
Got milk, love that. I'd be like, get good. The only thing I can
Got
think
milk?
of is starts with
Yeah.
G.
Got milk? Why would he say that to the freaking grandma though? And then,
I know,
but then, oh, go ahead.
Mine was get good, grandma.
Get good, grandma. And then I would decide if that is worth a point or not, basically.
Oh.
And that would be like, and then I would say, I like it. Point. Let's go next. And then so then we move on to, let's say Vesper was in chat. I'd say, all right, Vesper. It'd be like Vesper. What was it? Because after G, E, no, A B C D E F G H. So I'd be like Vesper H. And then he would have to say, so this it'd be the same prompt, but it'd be 60 seconds, and whoever's of going around the table, and whoever can come up with the best thing that's worth points, I just go around the table and stuff like that.
Oh man, see, I'm really terrible at improv, so I would be really bad at that. As I feel like I've displayed.
So I want to have a whole bunch, and so it's like I want to have like a way of hosting it that allows me to do it with like 3 to 6 people. I think I'd want to stick with 3 people, maybe. Sign me up. You'd be down, Shaw. I think it'd be fun. Here's the biggest thing. I want to experiment with content that I can make that people will find entertaining. That isn't just me playing a video game anymore. I like playing games, don't get me wrong, but I feel like it's not where I'm most entertaining unless I'm playing with friends. And even then, I feel my friends' POVs are always the funnier POVs to watch. That's why for me, I want to find a way to make content that is my own. And that's why I think a game show would be a good way of doing that. It'd be another way, like, of making use of this set as well, which would be nice. So that'd be good. And I'm gonna say, eh, but yeah, I think that'd be really good.
I think it would be so fun. Also, it would be a great way to sow chaos.
It would, because I could have teams as well.
Yes.
Teams of 2, teams of 3. Get shows fun, interactive, and lets people be funny. Exactly.
Oh yeah, and
Exactly.
I love chaos and sowing some discourse between people. You know, friendly arguments.
Yep. Biggest thing I would need to do is I'm gonna have to re-download. I know there's a software for it, but there's a software where you can press a hotkey and will add a number to a text file. Like it'll make a text file go up, and then you can link in OBS. You can already do this. It's just built in OBS. You can have a text file linked to a text thing on screen. Like you can create, what is it? It's a text source. You can create a text source, and you can link that text source to a text file. And again, if you link that text file to that program, if you hit a button, it will automatically increase that number by 1. So I need to find that
Mm.
software again, so I can press any button, like as up to 6 buttons to give people up to 6 contestants points with just the press of a button.
That makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah, I want to set it up. It would take a lot of workshop. It took a lot of setting up and all that. It's like I want to do more with and also it gives me an excuse to be able to pull on more people than my regular friend group. Because
Hmm.
I will say I do tend to go back to the same people whenever I'm looking for people to play games with. It just happens. Like there's people I'm more comfortable asking to play things with than others. But game shows, on the other hand, will allow me to go. I want to invite some random people,
Hmm.
and allows me to give some love to the friends that I've been kind of neglecting.
Yes.
I don't know.
Yeah, I feel that. I feel that.
I don't know. Like I want to be able to, like I need to be able to find my strength as a content creator, basically.
Yeah, you find your niche. You find your spot.
Yep. I used to do that sort of with now playing song before automated DMCA. Gotcha. With the text, yeah, that's what you mean. That like it would so the song that was playing would update on probably Spotify. It would update the text file, and then it would change the source on OBS.
Hmm.
It's pretty unique software, being able to have text files update automatically on OBS for you.
Hmm.
And it makes it a lot easier than if I have to open up the text file and change the number, because it doesn't. It also doesn't look nearly as professional.
Yes, that makes sense. Yeah, that makes sense.
So it's something I would definitely set up. I just don't know how I would do graphics. I guess I would have to set up all before stream, like have the questions at the top of my OBS. I don't think they drop down graphically. I might have to make like a thing for that, or maybe I just make a source. I don't know. I have to figure it out. I want to do something where I can change the questions on command as well.
Hmm.
I don't know. I have big goals, I guess, as a content creator that I'm trying to accomplish. Especially the ones I can do without money.
Yeah, things you can do on your own.
Yeah, things I can do on my own or with like that are cheap, like by a guy that's helping with this. The background wasn't as cheap, but the fact he's like it sounds like the prices for any furniture are gonna be a lot cheaper, which is gonna be nice.
Hmm.
I'm gonna even tell him I probably will also actually I don't know. I don't know if I'm gonna need him to just make me one podium or like a group of 3 that I can duplicate. But yeah, definitely have to use studio mode. Yeah, I'll have to figure something out, Shaw. I don't know. I'm working on it. But I will.
Oh man, I use studio mode religiously.
Yeah, I normally do. Well, I used to honestly use it a lot more. I don't that much anymore because I have a lot more sources. Like the one where I can zoom in on myself with this and just focus on if I want to chat. I might make one for zooming in on a guest. The only issue with that is every guest's model is a bit different,
Hmm.
and their sizes. So I'd have to adjust my scene for that, basically.
Calibrate it to that specific model. Hmm.
Yeah, and which would be a bit of a pain.
Yeah, it would be a lot of prep work.
Be a lot of prep work. But we'll see. We'll see how it works. I will say though, I think I might end up winding us down because I kind of want to go make myself some food because all I've eaten today was 2 pieces of pizza, and it wasn't even much. It was like really small frozen pizza.
You sound like me. Go eat.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna go make some mac and cheese or something because that sounds really good for some reason right now.
No, we make homemade ramen every single Sunday, so that's what I had.
Zoom in on questions. Yeah, I will be doing something like that. That is something I want to work with. I want to work on questions. I think I'll have like I'm gonna work on it. I'm gonna work on it. I want to workshop it and have people, podiums. I want to have VTubers be able to do stuff. I think it'll be fun. I want to do game shows. I just need to come up with the game show. Again, it'll be all experimental. So, but yeah, I'm gonna start winding down. Thank you everyone so much for watching. Thank you so much, Dara, for joining me. I really appreciate it. You've been a
Thank you
wonderful
for having
guest.
me.
A wonderful guest on the very first official episode of my talk show.
Bye, chat.
But yes, bye-bye, everyone. Thank you, everyone, so much for watching. Anyone who did tune in. And yeah, hope you all have a wonderful night. And we'll see. Hopefully, I'll see you next time.